Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we are back once again with CIFGC Network Clash version 17. I am Non-Factor FGC. Joined with me is my partner in crime for the evening with the epic Nacho Libre picture on the side. Challenger 33, sir, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing wonderful, man. I'm doing wonderful. How about yourself?
I'm doing good, man. I'm locked and loaded. I'm looking at the bracket right now. I see some fan favorites we see in CIFGC on a weekly basis. I see EC, Jewelman, Zombie, Roztech, Jimmy DR, and Liquid O the like. It's going to be some action-packed Street Fighter 6 action. Challenger, tonight you look at this bracket right now and you see all of these killers coming out from Mexico and the DR and everything. Do you got a favorite that you see on this bracket right now?
Man, honestly, personally, I love Ruffian MX. I just love his playstyle, the way he just goes in, always puts that pressure up, never lets up. He's kind of like a wild card. I'm going to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, any Blanca player is going to be a wild card. And for those who haven't seen at home, because I know people who follow Non-Factor know this, I got a nice little Blanca tattoo on my arm right there. So every time that I see the green man, I got to be a little biased. You know what I mean? Just a little biased. But looking otherwise down there, we see Zombie, who's another strong Blanca player out of Mexico, and then Jewelman, another fan favorite, one of the lone Honda players here in North America, and then Jimmy DR, the killer from the Dominican Republic himself. The lone standing Marissa player is always going to throw a wrench in anyone's game plan. So it's looking like another stacked little bracket we have here tonight, Challenger. And, you know, right now, Street Fighter 6 is, you know, some would say it's a little stale. We're still waiting on Elena. You got to put her on a milk carton. I don't know where she's at. She's missing. But how are you feeling about the state of the game right now?
Honestly, I'm feeling like it's pretty good right now. Some things I still don't understand personally, more like the matchup with Mai. I just hate that fan, man. Why does it give multiple hits on me? Let me out of the corner. Let me out of this pressure, man. But
the only thing we can hope for is she gets her legs chopped off in season 3. But I mean, that's a hope and a prayer.
Give her the Ed treatment where everybody started reacting with that Baki, that one panel from Baki with Jack, just the no arms, no legs, just the head.
With Street Fighter 6, who do you play? Let's give the fans at home some information.
You know, I play a really low tier character. Honestly, some people might even say he's trash. I play Ken.
I knew that was coming.
What gave it away? What gave it away?
Because you sounded just like Phenom when you started going on about it's the worst character in the game. Completely unplayable. I don't know. The hardest working character in Street Fighter 6 is Ken Masters. Don't let anyone tell you different, right?
Exactly. Look, man, I gotta work twice as hard than anybody just to get in.
Hey, not like these Ryu players who have it easy out here. Or these don't let these Dawson players lie to you, you know?
Exactly. Look, man, you can heavy donkey kick from mid screen and still be safe. Like you have priority, man. But here we go, though, getting into this first game. Let's definitely see how it's gonna work out, though.
Speaking of the stronger Shotos, we are gonna see Kokano over on that Akuma, but here comes EC with that patented jury looking very, very strong out the gate.
Most definitely. And again, EC just putting down this pressure. Oh my god, the drive impact definitely doing some work right there. Getting a little bit of a combo. Tried this shimmy, but it seems like Kokano was ready for it, getting out of the corner. But getting thrown forward, a little bit of health, but just like that, they traded. And EC taking the first round.
Yeah, it's one thing about EC's playstyle. You see them do things like that backdash on wake up. You see them go full screen, charge up those Fuha stocks, and then drive rush in. It's almost like a jump scare kind of tactic, and it doesn't seem like Kokano's really 100% aware of that.
Most definitely. Again, just throwing these fireballs out, trying to see what ISI is going to do. Oh, and the perfect parry. Going into the grab. Going to put some more pressure on this. But again, with the grab. Try to go with the overhead. Perfect. Nice anti-air. Getting ISI out of the air. Just like that. Putting the pressure up again. Not trying to let him out. But again, he did get out. Tried to go with the overhead. Got sweep. In the corner. What are you going to do? Oh, reacted to the drive impact just in time.
Yeah, we see again EC just on the side of the screen, getting these fireballs, has full stocked up on the Fuhas. Kokano trying to drive us in there, catching a little forward in, but here comes EC once again. Might cash out the level 2, and there it is. Going to be some big time damage and a nice little bit of Oki here after this knockdown.
And this is level 2, so it's going to be a lot more damage, and the combo is going to be very long. Folks, I hope you're grabbing some popcorn or something, because we're going to need to munch on something. Here we go, though, using that level 1, definitely getting some more damage on the board, but it is not enough to kill. But you got to be really careful. Tried to level 3, and it whiffed it just like that. EC taking the first point. in the set.
Yeah, I respect the wake up super there, especially in like the first game of the bracket. You know, you really want to kind of set the tone there, but if you've seen EC play enough, you know he loves that jumping heavy kick over and over because it puts him in a really plus situation. And right now, Kakano, his anti-airs have looked on point, so he might have a little bit of EC's offensive option shut down.
Most definitely, but honestly, with the DPs, we just let it rip around here, as you've already seen. We got trying to shimmy a little bit. Oh, good air to air, really getting EC out of the air. Trying to do something. There we go, trying to get EC into the corner. Good tech right there.
That's a very brave challenge right there on the side of EC as well, just going with that crouching medium punch after the Akuma heavy kick. But once again, just on the, the other side of the screen where they're comfortable, but Kokano's not going to give him a reason to breathe here.
Well, definitely. Again, EC trying to fight back a little bit, trying to get out of the corner like that. Oh my god, perfect conversion right there. Getting something off, but good tech. Again, just both trying to test each other. Good sweep. Oh, but getting checked by EC. Good tech, but EC is burnt out. But it might not matter. It just needs one hit. There we go. We're going to see level 2. Yup. Oh, but it didn't connect, and EC was able to take that round.
Yeah, EC was giving him a chance there, putting himself on burnout. Kokano not able to go ahead and convert off of that medium punch. But right now, EC, just kind of looking in control for the most part. He's been winning the scrambles here and just making sure he's stocked up a super meter to make sure there's a big punish coming on the side of him.
Most definitely. Again, here we go. Using the double medium punch. Getting a nice conversion off of that. Using that level 1, getting a good chunk of damage on the board.
Yeah, I love what Kokano's doing here, just making sure that EC doesn't really have a chance to breathe. A massive life lead for him. Does put himself in burnout, but it's not going to matter after the demon flip, and we are tied up 1 round apiece here in game number 2.
Oh, tried to perfect parry the dive kick, but it did not seem to time it right. Kokano really being put into the corner right now, but EC being really good with the pressure right now. Good reversal. Getting EC
putting themselves in burnout, but using that drive reversal to get themselves out of a bad spot. Gets caught with the wake up level 3, and since Akuma doesn't really have the health to deal with this, it's going to pay off big time in a world of trouble in burnout, but does have that level 1 in his pocket to defend himself.
And the pressure is going to be on, seeing as Kokano has no meter, and just like that was able to just a little bit of a light punch just to end the round like that.
Yeah, that's patented EC pressure right there, just coming in with that jumping heavy punch and continuing things, especially when you put yourself in burnout. When he smells blood in the water, he's been shown that he's going to go ahead and attack. Like we see there, you got to be careful how you space those fireballs. The dive kick is always going to be a pressuring option there.
Oh my god, we're just letting these EXDPs rip. We don't even care around here. Here we go. Perfect conversion right, just like that. Oh, Bill tried to grab and whiffed. Good stuff right there. EC being thrown into the corner now. Again, tried to grab, but was too far.
Yeah, he's just continuing to space things out correctly. Even when he's putting on his pressure, he's making sure he's in a spot where it's going to be a wake-up DP or nothing here. Kokano on the attack early, but another drop combo off of the Tatsu is going to spell disaster. And we may see EC just go ahead and cash the super meter out, only but a reversal throw.
Most definitely. Again, just trying to mix them up right now. Trying to just get anything to get in Kokano. Beautiful stuff right there. Oh, dropped a little bit of a combo. Good stuff right here, but he does pick it up again. We do love to see this. He does have level 3 on the board, but the level 1 does come out, checking Kokano with the meaty.
Yeah, EC just ready to let it rip there. Now they have all the drive gauge in their favor. Gonna look for a burnout sequence against Kokano right now. Does have that DR or DI locked and loaded. No reaction on the side of Kokano, and that should be, oh, excuse me, the Fuha stock dropped.
Most definitely getting that counter grab. Here we go. Tried to go in, but the EXDP does work. Getting something off, and just like that, EC ending the set and taking it all. Woo.
Yeah, very clean 3-0 there. It's just non-stop pressure from EC. Even when they were in disadvantageous position, they never decided to take their foot off of the gas pedal at any point. And that's what we've come to expect from a player like EC, especially with Jury, who's a character that slept on. And, it's not over for Kokano right there, but he's definitely got a lot of math to work on once he gets himself back over in the loser side there. But total dominance from EC. How'd you feel about that set?
Honestly, pretty good. I felt like Kokano was honestly playing really good at some points. You could definitely see like the gears turning a little bit of what he needs to do, how to get out of the pressure a little bit. But it just seems like EC just had a little bit more of the combos just in general. He did pick up a lot more of his stuff, just ended a lot of his stuff just in the corner, and it just seemed like some grabs were whiffing. Which honestly did favor EC a lot.
Yeah, it becomes one of those things where it's like, are you gonna play Street Fighter or are you gonna play Street Fighter 6? And it just seems like EC was a little more prepared to play Street Fighter 6 tonight. A lot of more raw drive rush because you saw them abuse those plus situations. And you know, it can be called a good or a bad thing, but in this game, sometimes randoming things out a little bit, you know, going for 2 wake-up DPs after getting punished, it might be the key to success, and that's exactly those kind of decisions that led EC there to a nice little 3-0 moving forward to go ahead and face Ruffian MX over in winner's quarters. But next up, I believe, actually, I'm not sure. It should be Ruffian and EC, actually. We're going to see back-to-back EC on the screen. So it's going to be 2 of the higher-tiered Mexican online bracket players here between Ruffian MX and EC, and they're no strangers to playing each other. I mean, not only here in Network Clash, but you can see them in any online bracket because they pretty much enter everything, and they're always running into each other. So no love lost between these two. What are you expecting in this match here?
Honestly, I'm expecting to see Ruffian do his usual shenanigans, you know, in the corner, putting the child down. My child, hold down the neutral. I know you got it. But honestly, level 2 usage, a lot from Ruffian. He loves to mix it up. Sometimes he'll do the follow-up, sometimes he won't in the corner. You just really have to make a good call out against Ruffian, I feel like.
Yeah, last week when I saw him over at the Breakout Series, one thing he was doing to EC that you don't see a lot of people really aware of, but he was kind of just smothering over and over and over. EC likes to play from full screen like we were talking about earlier and go for those like jump scare full screen drive rushes, but Ruffian was able to just go ahead and continue to put the pressure on. At one point, he even busted out a little bit of a teabag, so I mean, yeah, there's a little backstory between these two, so the fireworks are definitely gonna fly. Blanco, one of those characters that, you know, a lot of people had the argument was he was top 5 in season 1, caught a bit of a nerf on certain things, but how do you feel about Blanca's standing so far when it comes to the tier list in this game right now?
You know, I'm still not good at the game, so I say I hate Blanca. we need to exterminate the Blanca players. Please take the child away.
All right, well, we're going to get directly into it. No love lost between these two bitter rivals. It is going to be EC and Ruffian MX here over on the winner's side of the bracket immediately starting. You see the hop. We were talking about it earlier. They're not really going to want to give a lot of space to EC and kind of shut down those Fuha stocks getting built.
Most definitely. And again, the pressure from Ruffian is starting to start just like that. It's going to begin it. It's going to be hard to get out of it. You got to be really careful. Oh, let that EXTP rip just like that. But the Blanca ball does connect. And the slide as well. You're in the corner. What are you going to do? What is your answer?
Yeah, the tough part there is, you know, Ruffian really wants to force those hard reads for EC to go ahead and try to make. So we'll see if that wake up DP comes to bite him later. But right now, he's going to go ahead and get himself a full airball conversion. But EC striking back here, going back to neutral. Level 1 is on deck while Ruffian's in burnout.
Oh my god, and the light kick just checked EC right there. Oh, tried that DP but got hit out of the air. You hate to see it sometimes, folks. But here we go, starting a new round again. Oh, tried the dive kick but got checked by Ruffian.
Yeah, right now just hanging back in neutral right there is almost forcing EC to play out of his own element right there. Another wake up DP, no block on the side of Ruffian. Does have that level 2. You know he's going to pop it as soon as EC's fit, but right now EC slowly getting walked down to the corner.
Oh, just like that, just like as you said, he did pop it right here using that Blanca ball, putting the child down. You got to be really careful of what's about to happen. The child is holding down neutral for a little bit. Oh, and the level 1 does come out, but it whiffed completely. This is going to be a lot of damage. No, went with the side switch. Be careful with them. DI just like that, getting stunned. We're going to see a lot of damage here, but will it be enough to kill, folks? Go. Just like that, taking it. Ruffian is taking the first point of the set.
Yeah, as soon as he got him in the corner, it was just, it's a pit bull just mauling you at that point. Ruffian just ready with all the mix-ups there. And like I said, forcing those hard guesses on the side of EC. Tried to wake up with the level 1, but Ruffian was pretty hip to that, and that's what got him the first game here. Immediately starting game 2, going right back into neutral, and we talked about it earlier. He's going to force those hard reads, and that's exactly what happened right there, putting EC into the corner. And EC doesn't care. He's going to go ahead and let him rip.
Most definitely tried to hold that parry, and you're gonna get punished for that. Got to be really careful though on EC side because you are burnt out, and Ruffian does have a lot of meter, so the DI is a big threat right now. Just like that, getting stunned. The child is coming out. We're gonna see the combo right here, and it's gonna. He just let the child do the work. He let the child do the work.
He just wiped his hand, stepped back, and said, "All right, bro, my homie got you. I don't gotta worry about it."
Go, my child.
All right, starting things off earlier, Ruffian finding himself in the corner, does have that level 2. Nice little conversion there to get EC off him, but it's just more of that relentless offense, going for the rainbow ball to try to find some mix-up here. Seems like Ruffian's a little bit on the back foot.
Most definitely. Trying to just probably see what EC is going to try to do as the offense, trying to get a good little read. But oh my god, this damage is going to be a lot. Using that level 3, immediately getting a little bit of that drive gauge back and just making sure that EC kind of has a little bit more less than him.
Yeah, just making sure he's in control of it. I mean, it almost becomes a second health bar if you play Street Fighter 6 long enough. But right here, you have to worry about EC making one of those hard reads, finds himself a crouching medium there, doesn't cash out off of a level 3 combo, but the OD air ball is going to spell disaster. One of the trickier options Blanka does have on Wake Up and Ruffian, maximizing it there to take game number 2.
Well, here we go with the round start. Both of them being really patient right now with each other, trying to see who's going to make the first mistake. Oh, massive jump in right there for Ruffian. Good stuff. Again, just trying to put this pressure up. Just trying to do these jump-ins. EC trying the perfect parry and getting called out for it.
Yeah, it's the tough part. Once you have all of that pressure on, you kind of just commit to certain things. Committing to the parry, that wasn't the answer. Committing to another wake up. Ruffian's ready for it this time around, and the up ball is going to finish the job. It almost seems like he's a little bit in EC's head right now, Challenger.
Most definitely. It seems like he's just getting these reads, just honestly calling him out on every single wake up DP he's attempting to do. Here we go, though. Just really trying to put this pressure right now is what EC's trying to do, but it seems like Ruffian was able to fight back a little bit. Oh, and the rainbow ball just to get out of that pressure.
Yeah, continuing to put the pressure on. Nice little air-to-air there on the side of EC. Does have that level 2 built up. More full-screen drive rushes. Ruffian in the corner. One more guess is going to do it if he can find it. EC on the attack here. Gets a throw, one more hit.
Most definitely. Oh, beautiful air-to-air right there. Calling him out right there. Gonna get a little bit more damage right there. Are we gonna see the CA potentially? No, but we're gonna see more. He's gonna stay alive. He's just staying alive right now. Both of them being really patient. Just one little hit is all ISI needs. Oh, and didn't call out the DI. EC taking that round.
Yeah, the tough part about a situation like that, when you don't have enough health to counter DI, you almost try to throw it out randomly to try to play on their own reactions. When these players are so high caliber, it almost becomes second nature to go ahead and react to something the exact same way that EC just did there to shut down the driver to the side of Ruffian. That's going to be massive damage to start the round here.
Most definitely, especially with that drive meter. Look how low it is. But again, this is Ruffian. We have seen him crawl his way out of this kind of stuff before. So it's just a matter of what are you going to do on the defense.
Yeah, even in Burnout, we've seen him pop that level 2 and go ahead and just kind of run full screen to get himself some breath. Right here, EC not giving him a chance to. It's going to be one more mix. He goes low, finds the OD ball, but no conversion on top of it. Ruffian fighting for his life right now. Does pop the level 2 to keep things going.
Throwing the child out, really putting that threat out there. Hey, the child is still here. Oh, beautiful stuff right there. The projectile did do a little bit of work. Using the Blanka ball in the follow-up. Really trying to just put this pressure right now. Oh, but got checked by the light punch.
Yeah, respect the decision. Right there in that situation, you're either going to mash or just continue to watch your drive gauge go off. So the worst thing that can happen is you just eat a hard knockdown and then just continue to play from there. But it works out for EC out of the way, and Ruffian starting things off early here.
It seems like Ruffian is now starting to honestly start putting a little bit more pedal to the metal right now. Just trying to be really offensive. Beautiful stuff right there, calling out the grab. Just really going in right now.
Yeah, EC slowly going to walk down to the corner here. Ruffian spending that drive gauge a little frivolously, but one more conversion should be enough to close things out. He finds it with a wild nail into the lift, and the medium up ball is going to go ahead and close things out, and Ruffian on game a point now. Excuse me, set point.
Yep, most definitely. Again, both are just being really patient, just trying to see who's going to make that first mistake. Oh, almost got a massive jump in there from EC. There we go. Oh, tried to wake up, tried to DP, and it whiffed completely. You're getting punished for this. Getting grabbed in the corner. This isn't looking so good so far. You are going to have to try to do something right now. Oh, beautiful stuff right there. Went for the low.
Yeah, EC continuing trying to put himself in safe situations, but it's just these hard reads. It's been a theme this entire match. Has been killing him. We see the Funko pop on the screen right there. Punish, counter, throw. You might have to be guessing for your life here soon. Low on drive gauge, level 2 on deck on the side of Ruffian. Doesn't pop it there, but a miscalculation off of the electricity into the level 3, and that's going to be a punish on the side of EC.
Most definitely. Again, this is huge for EC right there. If he wins this round, that is no meter right there for Ruffian on next. Oh, but it seems like the electricity was able to get something off. Ruffian taking the set 3-1. Whew.
Yeah, we saw right there. It just seems like Ruffian is just ready for everything that EC threw at him. Just continuously forcing those hard commits off of the defense. You know, EC is not really the type of player that wants to block for too long. And that kind of came to bite him in the butt here, Challenger.
Most definitely. It does seem like, though, EC was starting to wake up a little bit. We could honestly see some of the stuff he was just doing immediately working off, like just putting putting Ruffian into the corner, trying to call him out on any of the things that he attempted to do. When it worked, he was in his zone. He was doing his own. He was doing his own game. He was honestly doing his own game, and it was hard for Ruffian to honestly respond at times.
Yeah, it's one of the harder things with this game. Sometimes with the drive system, you end up in a situation where it only seems like one person's kind of playing. And that's kind of what we kind of witnessed here, where it was one person was pretty much playing the entire time. We saw the pressure over and over, and then those wake-up DPs from EC weren't exactly finding their home every single time. That's going to go ahead and move Ruffian on to winner semi here. And I think next up we are going to be seeing Jewelman and Zombie. So some more Blanca on the screen against that big sumo wrestler, man. If you've seen Jewelman play before, you know that he is not a stranger to a lot of these Mexican players we see show up here. So what are you expecting from the Honda and Blanca matchup?
All right, I'm expecting headbutt into the grab, the command grab. I've seen this man do it so many times. I've seen so many people get hit by the command grabs. I'm expecting it at this point, but I always love seeing it.
Yeah, there was a online bracket called Botto City that I actually had the pleasure of playing against Jewelman in a couple of weeks ago. And I remember too, I'm like so excited, you know, I think even NuckleDoo registered for the tournament. So I'm like all hyped about this bracket. And I look at my phone to like check things, you know, right before I start driving home. And I'm like, oh great, I got to play Jewelman. Well, I'm going to losers early. Had a good losers run, but I mean, he gets the reputation for being the player, the high level player that he is, by doing those things like throwing the whiffed headbutt into a command grab. He'll tick throw a lot. He doesn't really butt slam too much, but he puts himself in a lot of situations with a character people aren't really familiar with, where it seems like he always has the edge.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And it's honestly, his offense looks so scary. I haven't fought the man yet, but the offense looks so scary. He just tries everything in his power to mix you up. The moment you try to think, oh yeah, he's gonna commit to this, no, he's doing something else completely.
Yeah, it's like I call him something. He's like a reckless driver. You never know which way they're gonna turn. But on the other side of him, we do have a Zombie who's gonna be another high-level Blanca player. This is one of those matchups right here where Blanca players don't really favor it. I might exaggerate a little bit, you know, just for some bias there. But definitely some things that he can do to counteract some of those harder options from Jewelman. You can air grab the butt slam. You can try to meet Honda in the air in the middle of a headbutt and stuff like that. But you know, how if you were Zombie, how would you attack a situation like this?
Honestly, with the way that Jewelman plays, I feel like the child will have a good impact of how this of the matchup will go. That, and I feel like slide might work a little bit, especially because Jewelman does love to stay on the ground a good amount of time. I don't think I see him jump too many times, and like you said before, he doesn't really use butt slam that much. So you know, pulling that out randomly might just help, especially for that knockdown, so you can set something up.
Yeah, it's definitely a factor, especially when that doll comes out, with Honda being one of those characters that doesn't really have like a non-metered reversal to get himself out of the corner, has to really commit to using a level 1 or a level 2. So it's kind of one of those situations where you have to sit there and just kind of guess for your life at that point. But besides that, over on winner's side, I am seeing Bareface and Rude KSX. Below that, I see Liquid O, who is probably one of, if not the best Dawson player over here on the side of North America. Another very strong Mexican player. I see a name I'm not too familiar with. Actually, hold that. We're getting right down to business. This challenger is going to be the big sumo man, and busting out the Blanca-chan costume 3 is Zombie. Big early jump in on the side of Jewelman and continuing to put on that pressure. Look at the drive gauge. Just immediately getting melted on the side of Zombie.
Almost definitely. And like I said, there was the slide right there. Getting something off. Oh, but the chop does get him out of the air. Good stuff right there. Again, Zombie's just trying to put this pressure on right now. He's attempting to do something, but it seems like Jewelman is just stuffing anything that Zombie's attempting to get out.
Yeah, and the tougher part is when you play against Jewelman or you watch him play, you notice these first couple of games, he's just trying to get data. He wants to see how you react to certain things so he can really set you up for game 2 and 3.
Most definitely. Here we go, though. It seems like Zombie was able to get Jewelman into the corner, so we're going to start to see a lot of this pressure from Zombie coming in right now. So we got to see especially how Jewelman is going to react. And just like that, getting grabbed. Good tech right there, getting him off of him. Oh, try to go for the command grab, but no punish right there.
Yeah, it's the tough part. No one home there now, when Burnout doesn't really have any too much devices to go ahead and defend himself. Zombie to slow you, walking him down, not committing too hard here. Does have the level 2 to start cooking, might not need it. Jewelman back on the attack here.
Most definitely. Again, just threatening him with anything, trying to attempt to chip him out, but it wasn't fast enough. But the level 1 does come out and calls out Zombie with the Blanca ball, taking that round.
Sign of a veteran player there to go ahead and react to that full screen. And those are those kind of demoralizing rounds that Joel Man can do to you right there. You think you have him, and right when you do, we talked about it earlier, he's going to swerve right when you think he's going to swerve left.
What's that? Oh, tried to punish him, but it seems like he was safe. Good stuff right there from Zombie, though, checking him on that headbutt. Praying to the sun. We do love to see that.
One of the trickier things to see Joel Man 2 do is go ahead and Kara cancel out of that stomp. It's going to keep you guessing. There's a rare butt slam from him. There's a stomp there. I guarantee you next time you see that and Zombie sits still, it is going to be that command grab.
Most definitely. But the grab, beautiful, calling out that parry. Good air there, really keeping Joel Man to the ground, trying to keep him honest.
Nice air throw there to catch him out of the sky. Can't pop the level 2, no reaction to the DI, and this is going to be the opening that Joel Man needs. Does have the critical art, barring a drop that should be enough to close things out. Let it rip, and Joel Man once again stealing victory from the jaws of defeat to take 2 rounds to 0 and put themselves on the board first here against Zombie.
Most definitely. So we, you know, first game, everybody's always trying to get data, so we got to definitely see how Zombie's going to adapt to Joel Man and his playstyle.
Yeah, exactly. Zombie is one of those characters who can really turn things up and throw a lot of options at you at the same time. But this is exactly the situation that Joel Man likes to put you in. He knows that your back's to the wall now, you're down 1 game. This is where he's really going to start acting a fool.
Most definitely. Here we go, though. Beautiful stuff right there from Zombie. Nice conversion. Just gained something off of that light punch.
The perfect parry, big chop, following up off it, getting themselves back to neutral. You gotta watch the drive gaze of Zombie here. There's the cancel we were talking about earlier, and a nice little punish for Joel Man.
Definitely trying to wait for something, and just like that, called out the grab. Beautiful stuff right there. Really getting Joel Man off him. Again, going with that grab. Just one more guess is all Zombie needs just to win this round. Tried to level 2, and it seems like he was able to confirm something. Zombie taking that round.
Yeah, committing to a very, very big swing there. Doesn't work out for the first time we see it in Joel Man's favor here. Going for the OD buzz time, but a perfect parry on the side of Zombie. A little bit on point with his reactions.
Definitely, but couldn't get a punish off. But here we go, though. Again, both being really... Oh, and the butt slam does come out. The EX butt slam. Doing God's work right now.
At this point, it's gonna be whoever hits the hardest at this point. They're just flying around over and over. We said earlier, Joel Man's not gonna butt slam too much, but right now it seems like it's an abusable tool that Zombie's just not really ready for.
Most definitely. I'm seeing a lot of spaghetti, man. I didn't know we were coming to Olive Garden. Here we go, though, with that command grab, just grabbing him and just throwing him, getting that round immediately.
Yeah, tough part about Joel Man, he's just able to go ahead and change gears so rapidly like that, keeping you on your toes like that, hits the break. He's going to find himself a nice punish here, and Zombie finding themselves on the back foot early.
Most definitely. What are you going to do in the corner, especially with this pressure? It's so terrifying. Oh my God, and that command grab, just getting him. Just one more hit is all Joel Man needs.
Yeah, the tough part, you can't even really feel safe blocking at this point. Zombie, one more hit away from go ahead and losing this round here. Joel Man on the attack, one more hit's gonna do it. Finds himself in the corner, and there's the overhead off of the stomp to close things out. Joel Man up 2 games to 0.
Here we go, though. We have seen Zombie take some games back from this kind of situations, though. So it is definitely on the cards that he could make a comeback. But here we go, though. And the headbutts are just coming out. Good stuff right there from the electricity. Oh, massive jump in right there for Zombie. Really getting some pressure on, but the perfect parry is coming right there from Joel Man. Really putting the pressure on again.
Yeah, trying to hop and keep things tricky, but Joel Man's ready for it. There's another butt slam. It's been the theme tonight. We said it wasn't going to happen, but Joel Man proving us wrong right there. Zombie still looking to control, getting things back to neutral, finds the overhead. It's going to be a nice little conversion there, not spinning it all just yet.
Getting that grab, and it was just enough to kill right there. Zombie showing us he's still alive out here. He's got a chance.
Putting themselves on the board, getting thrown into the corner early, though not where you want to be against a player like Joel Man, especially a character like Honda. Nice punish counter headbutt there.
But that EX headbutt did come in, especially when Zombie was trying to press a button. Again with the headbutt just coming out, just letting it rip. Really calling out Zombie on anything that he's attempting to do, but beautiful grab right there from Zombie to Joel Man.
This is where we see Joel Man really change gears here. Might see a little Kara throw off of it. Not exactly just yet. Full screen once again. Joel Man with a nice little commanding lead. Doesn't have to really commit to too much yet.
That's a beautiful call out there, but no conversion off of that back heavy kick. Here we go, though. Zombie just honestly trying to wait for something, just any kind of opportunity. Just like that, it did open up, getting something off. There we go. Beautiful stuff right there. Getting a combo off. He does have CA, so this is gonna potentially kill.
Yeah, that should be enough. No need to call up James Chen there or spend any of your Say Jam channel points. That should be enough to close things off, and Zombie putting themselves on the board. It seemed Joelman was just a little bit tentative in the middle of the scrambles there, held onto their super gauge the entire time, and Zombie was just able to run wild there in that last round.
Most definitely. Again, Zombie showing us he's still alive. He can potentially still make this comeback. Oh, try to do a headbutt. Beautiful anti-air right there. Getting a nice conversion off of there. Continuing that combo and just try to continue that pressure. Calling him out on the headbutt. Here we go. And it's going to be a lot putting down the child. The pressure is going to be on. What are you going to do? Oh, and got hit by the child. Just barely.
Yeah, jumping out of the corner there. Does have the level 1 on deck on the side of Zombie. Joelman's gonna have to commit to a hard guess. They're using the headbutt to try to get himself some space. Finds himself a nice little throw there. Here comes Joelman on the attack challenger.
Most definitely try to go for the overhead. Again, using these headbutts to just put this pressure up. Trying to really get him in the corner. Good tech right there. Oh, and beautiful Blanca ball right there. Really trying to call him out when he tried to jump. And the air. Just getting him in there.
Seems like a bit of a late anti-air headbutt there on the side of Joelman. Zombie right now just mixing things up. I like the use of the light ball to go into the command grab there. Joelman using the drive gauge to go ahead and get him off of him. No anti-air again. Zombie's been getting away with these jumps for free so far.
Most definitely. Again, just trying to throw these Blanca balls out, attempting to call him out on anything. Beautiful stuff right there. Oh, but the EX headbutt is there to call him out from the air. Both being really patient. Beautiful. Almost a massive jump in right there for Joelman, but couldn't continue anything off of it.
There's the anti-air on time this time. Zombie in the corner using the rainbow ball. Just go ahead and zip out of there. And Joelman in a bad spot now. Does have some super if he needs to commit to something. But Zombie continuing the pressure. Does have the level 3. A whiff DI. They're just going back and forth.
Most definitely. And it seems like Zombie was able to get something off, putting down the child. You are getting grabbed. The pressure is going to be on right now. Using electricity. Yup, the child is out. And you do get barely hit by the child. Just one more hit is all Zombie needs just to win this again and make it 2-2.
Yeah, level 3 on deck for both players. But now Joelman just needs one hit to convert off of it. Throwing out the head, but Zombie ready for the parry. Catches an anti-air there, but no punish off of the sweep. A little bit misspaced there. One more hit's going to do it, though. See if he calls out with the DI at some point.
Most definitely. Again, this is really good. And just like that, getting that grab off. Zombie making it even 2-2. We're going to be seeing this maybe potentially go to the last game, last round. But we have to wait and see, though.
Yeah, Zombie's been getting mileage off of that whiffed light ball into the grab. It's one of the trickier things if you're not exactly ready for it. Seems like Joelman's just, we talked about it before, he's used to staying on the ground. He wants to sit still, so it's a smart move for Zombie to go ahead and punish him for that, but finds a nice little commando on the way out for himself.
Most definitely trying to put this pressure again. Joelman is what he's trying to do to Zombie. Oh, but beautiful. Beautiful, perfect parry right there. Again, you are low. You have no drive gauge, so you got to be really careful. Good rainbow ball right there, calling him out. But the level 1 or level 2 does come out. Oh, and the headbutt connecting right there. Joelman on set point right now.
Yeah, once again, we talked about it earlier. He's just able to change gears, even on defense there in the corner, able to mix things up. Zombie catching him early here. Joelman in a bad spot, just completely getting jumped out. Nice anti-air headbutt to keep him out of the skies. Seems right now Joelman is just ready to commit. You know, it seems like he's a fiance, you know, who's ready to give it his all. He's ready to commit at this point.
Most definitely. Again, the butt slams are just coming out. Joelman is just bringing out everything just to make sure he's going to win this. Here we go, though. Oh, beautiful stuff right there from Zombie. The Blanca ball just connecting. Good grab right there. Yep, going to keep this pressure up. Joelman is low on drive gauge, so he has to be really careful. And just like that, almost burnt out. We do see opportunity here that we could see Zombie just chip out Joelman completely.
Yeah, the tough part, Blanca doesn't have too many burnout sequences, but the neutral jump is going to go ahead and work out there. Now we are in final game, final round, and both players almost sit on a fully loaded gun here.
Most definitely. And the EX butt slam just coming out. Beautiful stuff right there. Oh, good tech from both players. Just really trying to get that is what Joelman. Again, Joelman just putting this pressure up like it's nothing. Backing up a little bit, using that headbutt. Yep, praying to the sun. Oh, but Zombie calling him out on that parry.
Yeah, Yeah, level 3 on deck for both players. It seems like Jewelman's just ready to mix up those options. We saw the card cancel. No lift punish there from the side of Zombie, and that's a medium Blanca ball, which is punishable. Jewelman snuffs it out, and he is going to take it 3-2 over Zombie. Right when it seemed like Zombie was about to have that momentum to come back, Jewelman, being the force that he is, shuts it down once again, and he is going to be moving on over to winner semi to have a date with Ruffian MX. Absolute fireworks there, Challenger.
Most absolutely, you know, honestly, this was cinema, in my opinion. This was cinema. We saw Zombie go from being, you know, honestly beat down in the corner, just honestly getting destroyed for a lot of the games, a lot of the sets so far, and just immediately something flipped. I think a switch or like a gear turned, and Zombie was just honestly on point, getting everything he needed to do just to win these games again and bring it to the final round and final game.
Yeah, we saw a lot of mileage off of the whiff light ball to go ahead and catch Jewelman off of his access. Jewelman is a player that likes to commit to parries a lot of time on defense. It just seemed at the very last game there, Jewelman was just going to throw caution to the wind. We saw him do things we didn't really see him do for the rest of the set. We saw, I believe he was doing light punch into clap strings to go ahead and put some pressure on in the corner. It almost like if you see Anderson Silva fight back in the day when he would just like move his hands around and the guy he's fighting is like, oh my God, what the hell's going on here? Seems like Jewelman likes to go that route. But he is going to go ahead and move on. And on the other side of the bracket, next on stream, I believe we are going to see Liquid O with the Dalsum. And excuse me if I'm saying this wrong. It is going to be Hebe Reedy, if I'm saying that right.
Hey, your guess is as good as mine.
But Liquid honestly, O, a strong Dalsum player, a character we don't really see too much of. They're not really good at playing Street Fighter 6 in this game. How are you feeling about Dalsum so far in this meta?
So far, I feel like when I think of Dalsum, I think of Breezy, man. I don't know if you know him, but really solid Dalsum player. That man's setups is honestly terrifying. I look at that, I'm like, all right, I'm praying that my opponent just doesn't know that. But other than that, I feel like Dalsum is a scary character just for the fact of not many people play him, so he's kind of like unknown. The matchup is a little unknown, just because there's barely anybody. It's kind of hard to deal with him as well with his teleports. You know, you got people who know that those fireball setups. It's just honestly terrifying if you don't. But if you lap some of it, he kind of isn't as scary. But here we go, though. It seems like we're seeing Mai coming out today.
Yeah, and that's an interesting change of pace from going to Dalsum to Mai. I mean, Mai, you know, for lack of a better term, she's not exactly a one-trick pony, but her game plan is very, very dominant, very, very easily with those OD fans.
Most definitely, but here we go. Here, Reedy, honestly, getting grabbed right there. Again, the fan is coming out, getting hit by the second part of it. Good stuff, trying to get a jump in, but good tech right there. Both just being a little bit slow right now, trying to see who's going to do what. Trying to Superman punch, perfect, but getting called out by Liquid. Getting a nice conversion off of that. Again, the fan does come out, trying to perfect parry it.
Yeah, it's a tough part playing a character like Maurice who doesn't really have too many reversal options. Once that fan comes in for the second bounce, you're kind of just going to have to sit still. Liquid taking advantage of it, but Hebe Reedy just coming back with these hard swings, immediately coming off of the Superman punch. One hit is going to land. Does have the level 2 off of this conversion. It might be all she wrote. Looking for the mix-up there.
Most definitely, but the reverse DI did come in handy, honestly, keeping Liquid alive. But the level 2 is what we see coming out of Hebe Reedy, taking that round.
Yeah, it's a tough part as you see Maya players kind of commit to more offense and looking for the Oki once that fan does bounce again. A really hard swing from Hebe Reedy there to go with the level 2, but it did work out for him. Starting things off early here, a lot more fans getting chucked, and it seems like Hebe Reedy is ready to jump over him at this point.
Most definitely trying to use like the super armor to their advantage as much as they can. Here we go though, honestly being really patient and neutral, trying to see who's gonna make the first mistake. Good stuff, just honestly Liquid just trying to put that pressure down, throwing Hebe Reedy to the corner right now again with the grabs. Are we gonna see another one potentially? Yep, another one. Oh no, honestly
one of the better throw loops in the game. They're making sure they get a lot off of that corner situation, but Hebe Reedy on the attack here. Might have been a flub throwing him back into neutral. This is exactly where Liquid wants to be. Another OD fan comes in. Level 3 is on deck, and the level 2 on deck for the side of Hebe Reedy.
Using that right there, but getting a nice conversion. We do have level 3 on deck, but the level 2 comes out again, calling out Liquid, and Hebe Reedy taking the first game.
Yeah, tough part about playing Mai is you really want to commit to throwing out that stand heavy punch and then fully charging that fan and kind of daring your opponent to do something, but sometimes you dare wrong and that level 2 is going to pop out and punch you right in the jaw.
Oh my god, perfect pair on that fan. We love to see that. Air to air, getting Liquid out of the air and using that Superman punch to just trade right there. Because if they're perfect jump in right there from Liquid getting that grab.
Nice punish counter throw off of the fan. You can't commit to the parry too many times. It's a great read on the side of Liquid. Hebe Reedy in the corner right now. It's going to be one more guess. Let's do it. Finds the overhead and no throw there.
Most definitely throwing out the fan again. Oh, made Hebe Reedy think that he was going to grab and tried to tech just to get punished for his troubles. Liquid taking that round.
Yeah, another layer to that fan is Marissa being one of those bigger body characters. Most characters can backdash after that second fan to try to get themselves some space, but since Marissa's so tall, she kind of gets stuck just having to take that pressure over and over.
Here we go though. Hebe Reedy doing some work right now, getting Liquid into the corner. What's going to be the pressure? Oh, tried the DP and you're getting perfected just like that for your troubles.
Yeah, clean round there on the side of Hebe Reedy. Liquid a little bit on the back foot, almost does have that level 3 on deck, seeing some more OD fan coming out early. Hebe Reedy not really committing too hard off of it just yet.
Most definitely. Again, just putting this pressure up. Something that Liquid might have to adjust to. Getting thrown into the corner. The pressure is going to be on. Getting grabbed. Are we going to see another one potentially? Nope. Oh, but good air to air. Getting Liquid out of the air. Just like that. Again, trying to Superman punch. Trying to check anything low. Are you protecting them toes? Ooh, coming out with a level 3. Liquid staying alive. Getting some of his drive gauge back.
Yeah, cashing out early to keep themselves alive at this point. Getting that drive gauge almost back to even like you were saying. Hebe Reedy does have that level 3 on deck though. You might see a hard commitment. Another OD fan has been the name of the game so far.
Again, beautiful air to air. He's just on point with these. Using that drive impact just to get it. The EX Superman punch. Hebe Reedy taking another game.
Yeah, a little uncharacteristic on the side of Liquid. Oh, it is one of their newer characters. We have seen the character swap to the Dalsum. Might fare a little bit better just out of character comfortability there. They had a good game plan going with Mai, but just it seems like Hebe Reedy has been playing enough rank. Because if you go on rank right now, about half of your matches are going to be Mai. So definitely looking ready for the matchup here. Let's see how the dynamic changes. It is going to be more of a game of cat and mouse here. Marissa, one of those characters that wants to get your paws on you. And Dalsum, you were talking about earlier, definitely want to set those fireballs up early and stay full screen, challenger.
Most definitely. So we are going to be seeing, again, like you said, cat and mouse. But honestly, the way Hebe Reedy has been playing, he might be able to just kind of stuff Dalsum a little bit. But you do have to be really careful, especially with those teleports. But here we go, though. Get into this first round. Beautiful stuff. Again, playing keep away. This is what we love to see, especially from old Dalsums. We do not want Marissa near us.
Yeah, the tough part about Marissa is you don't have really many options besides to jump over that. You have to watch the anti-air. Liquid O doing a good job of mixing things up there. Finds himself a nice BMB. Hebe Reedy in the corner.
Hebe Reedy is in the corner, like you said. Getting hit out of the air just like that. Again, Liquid just being really good with the spacing right now. Just trying to make sure Hebe Reedy stays as far away as possible. But Hebe Reedy attempting to get in right there. Beautiful stuff out there, getting the teleport, getting something off, and just like that, Liquid taking that round.
Yeah, it seems like the character swap is just adding that dynamic of instead of a character that needs to come to him to get the party started, Liquid O's just able to play this fireball and poke game over and over. And by the time Hebe Reedy looks up, half of their health is gone, and they really have to start committing to running in.
Again, it seems like Hebe Reedy is having some trouble. Oh, starting to get something off a little bit. Parry. Oh, but got teleported and couldn't read it. Just like that, the level 3 is coming out. Getting some more drive gauge on Liquid's side and trying to, diminish whatever you can on Hebe Reedy's side. Be really low. You got to be really careful of this burnout.
Does have that level 2 if he wants to react to something here. There's the burnout we were talking about. Kind of left to his defenses here. Might have to start pulling out the Scudum stance to go ahead and eat some of that fireball. Jumps in, but not spaced correctly. And Liquid O is going to go ahead and find the punish hit there, putting themselves on the board. Now the character swap looks like it's paying off, challenger.
Most definitely. Here we go. Getting into this next game. All right. Again, just seeing this perfect keep away. Trying to make sure Hebe Reedy doesn't get too close in.
Yeah, just slowly. Walk-in block's gonna be the name of the game there. Finds a hard knockdown, rushes in. This is exactly where Liquid O doesn't want to be. Finding the Superman punch to get him out of the air. Using the mummy. I like the mix and the teleport there to go back. Trying to find another hard commitment on the side of Reedy.
Most definitely calling him out with the overhead and just like that, trying to reverse the eye and getting called out for it, but couldn't continue anything. Here we go though. Both traded a little bit. Beautiful stuff right there. Getting a little bit of damage right there, but anything we can get is anything we love around here. Here we go though. Getting caught out there, getting hit out there. The fireball is out. Beautiful parry right there, but getting called out by Liquid.
Yeah, full screen once again. That's where Liquid wants to be. He is one hit from dying, but he's playing the right way that you want to play with Dawson here. Just long range pokes, commits to a teleport, getting a little greedy there, and Reedy pays for it. Or excuse me, makes him pay for it now on set point.
Most definitely. Here we go though. Again, we have seen Liquid. It is starting to work. Oh, and the kick. All right, trying to go with the Superman punch. Again, trying to see if Liquid was going to attempt to teleport, but getting mixed up. You're in the corner now. What is going to be your answer? This is very dangerous.
Yeah, the tough part, Liquid O is a little low on drive gauge, but continuing the pressure with a nice little float heavy punch. Reedy find themselves at a bad spot. There's the back throw they were probably looking for. Level 3's on deck. Liquid O has to guess correctly on this. He mashes the jab and puts himself right outside of the corner.
Most definitely tried to kick him out of the air. Beautiful stuff. This pressure is just beautiful. Burning out Reedy. This is going to be so dangerous for them. Burning out the fireballs. Yep, we love to see this. Reedy has to do something at this point. Anything using that level 3, but it whiffed completely, and just like that, Liquid taking that round.
Yeah, Reedy just getting a little too hungry to try to get this set over. Commits with a level 3 from a long range, trying to catch a button there. Liquid O still sitting on that level 3 here, looking nice here in the final round.
Most definitely. Here we go though. Reedy doing some damage on the board. Might see a DI. No. All right, here we go. Try to drive. Beautiful stuff right there. Getting a little combo off. Using that level 3 early on. Trying to diminish as much. And again, Liquid just trying to get his drive gauge back up.
Yeah, Reedy in a very bad spot here. No super to defend himself. We see a couple of fireballs come in. Great parry there to keep himself out of the burnout. Liquid in a very good spot here. Continuing to use the teleports, but some good air to airs on the side of Reedy.
Most definitely. Reedy trying to close the gap as much as he can, little by little. Oh, good dive kick right there from Liquid. Just calling him out. And again, Reedy is burnt out. You got to be really careful right now. Here we go, getting a little bit something off. Let's see the pressure being put up more, but the reverse DI does come out. Being teleported behind, you're getting mixed up. You are getting grabbed. You're in the corner. What are you gonna do? You are burnt out, but you're about to get your drive gauge back, and the level 2 did connect.
Yeah, the level 1 paying off big time there, and almost even life right now. Liquid is in a good spot. Full screen does have the level 1 on deck. Reedy got themselves at a very bad spot there with the wake up level 1. Liquid O committing to the OD fireball, putting himself in burnout. This might be the opening that Reedy needs, and he finds it with a triple jab to close things out, taking it 3-1 over Liquid O.
Just peak, honestly. It's peak in my mind. Just the fact that Reedy was able to adapt to the fact that it's Dawson, especially, you know, it's kind of deterring at times with how Liquid was just able to keep Reedy away, kept burning them out a lot. You know, you had to make so many decisions in such a short amount of time, because do I just let Liquid with his Dawson just keep throwing fireballs at me and just potentially just kill me with chip, or do I just try to commit to something and just do my damnedest to just get in?
Yeah, it's one of those good things too. When they got the 2-game lead because Liquid O was using the Mai, it didn't seem like they were fully ready to bust out that character just yet. They were in a situation where they can go ahead and take those harder risks. We saw that level 3 coming out from full screen from the side of Reedy to try to catch a button on the side of Liquid O. But I mean, just masterfully played from a disadvantageous position for both matchups. No reversal to get themselves at a bad spot against the OD fan, and then, you know, really having a hard commit and use a lot of armor to get in on a character like Dawson. But that's exactly why Reedy is going to be moving over to semi-final. So now our final 4 over on winner's side is going to be Ruffian, MX, and Jewelman, and then Bareface, another name I'm not too familiar with. So we're going to be filled with some surprises tonight against Reedy. Over on the loser side, I see Liquid O and Kokano respectively. Zombie is going to be facing EC and losers round 3. So still a lot of Street Fighter action left to be had. But on stream, it looks like next we are going to have Ruffian, MX, and Jewelman. Jewelman having to go through the Blanca Gauntlet here tonight.
Oh, definitely. Again, Ruffian is personally my favorite. Ruffian is my favorite. I will always say it. So I'm gonna go for the Blanca all the time, just because I love this man. I love this man's play style too much.
Yeah, it seems like Jewel Man is ready for the tricks of a character like that as well. But we saw Zombie throw a lot of layered offense at him. It was a 3-2 match. It wasn't exactly one-sided on that. But if you watch a lot of online brackets, Ruffy and MX and Jewel Man also do play each other a lot. Jewel Man's one of those guys who likes to register for anything they can get their hands on at this point. So two players that are very familiar with each other. Jewel Man is very familiar with that Blanca matchup from playing. It seems like Mexico right now is kind of just the breeding ground for Blanca players at this point. Rookie, who's a very strong Luke, also has, I believe, a Blanca in the 1900 range. Rufy and MX I've seen over in the legend side of the ranking system. Zombie as well is hovering around the 1800, 1900s. So there's a lot of strength coming from the green man from south of the border there. If you're Jewel Man, you kind of got used to that Blanca matchup. You're warmed up for it to tonight against a player like Rufian who does like to throw a lot of that level 2 out there. How do you approach it if you're Jewel Man?
Honestly, you gotta just say you gotta let it rip at some points. I feel like that butt slam might do wonders, especially just because, again, Ruffian does love to mix you up a lot, try to make you commit, but you gotta take some risk, especially against Ruffian. You just kind of have to.
Yeah, it's kill or be killed when you play against a player like that. It almost seems from to the naked eye from someone who doesn't really play Street Fighter 6 too much that Ruffian's just kind of throwing things at the wall and some of it's working. But I like to call it calculated chaos, and that's the harder thing. Actually, no, we're gonna be moving to Bareface and Hebe Reedy first. Speaking of mix-ups, I got mixed up over here on commentary. So this is gonna be Bareface, who is an ultimate master modern Ryu. We don't really see too many of those around, Challenger.
Most definitely, and you gotta be really careful because this is modern. He's gonna have those reactions with those one button shoryukens, so you gotta play a lot more different, especially against the modern player. But here we go though, the solar plexus coming out. Oh, the damage! We do love to see this around here. Really putting on the pressure. Oh my god, confirming something off. This might be enough to kill. Just like that, getting that perfect. The Bareface running right through the gate. He's putting all gas, no break.
Yeah, just completely, dominance there, but against a character like Marissa, you don't really give her too much meter. That's the tough part about the second round there. Ryu, a character we've seen a lot of success with. If you saw Blaz over in Capcom Cup, he really showed how this character can be dominant and neutral, and Bareface showing it exactly the same way here.
Most definitely. Again, both being really patient and neutral right now, It seems like Bareface was able to put some some fear into Hebe Reedy. He's kind of backing up a little bit, trying to be patient. Oh, really trying to hit him with the Gladius. Here we go though. Check your toes. You gotta be sure to protect them. And the EX Shoryuken coming out.
Yeah, it's a very, very ballsy swing there on the side of Bear's face, but he seems like he's ready to take those chances. Does find the low 4. That should be enough to go into the level 2. He's going to hold it for a little bit of sauce there. And Bareface looking dominant in the first game against Hebe Reedy. It's a tough matchup for Marissa here because you are worried about the fireballs. You want to jump over the fireballs, but like you were saying earlier, against a modern player, you got to be worried about those quick reactions with the DP.
Gotta be completely different. Here we go. Just really trying to test each other's waters. Solar plexus coming out, checking you from jumping while you trying to jump, and the EXDP does come out, but Bareface is low on drive meter. You gotta be really careful about that. Burns out. This is very dangerous for you.
Yeah, looking for an anti-air parry though, putting himself in burnout in the process. The good part about being a modern player, you don't have to worry about the DI, but you do have to worry about the grab. Hebe Reedy putting the pedal to the metal. It might be the way they have to approach this matchup, but to crack the code here is just kind of go balls to the walls here and continue to go for these jumps and find out big caches of damage, just like we saw their Challenger.
Most definitely. Here we go though. Oh, almost a massive jump in, but the Gladius armor did help him out there. Here we go though. Again with the Gladius, he's trying to call him out. Oh, and it seems like Bareface was able to get something. Use that Genjin charge. Both traded, but it seems like Hebe Reedy was able to get something off. Just like that, taking a game point. Hebe Reedy. 1-1.
Yeah, two characters that hit like a truck once they get their paws on you. It's going to be a feast or famine kind of situation we're seeing here. Hebe Reedy getting the advantage there, taking a lot more risk on those jump-ins over the fireball, spacing themselves correctly and not really getting caught with the DP. Right now, Bareface immediately starting things off in neutral, using a lot of that drive gauge, but the nice armored Gladius punch there from Hebe Reedy to get him off of him.
Was definitely, oh my god, not protecting the toes. Massive jump-in right there from Bareface. Here we go though, getting a grab. We're gonna see another one. No, using that solar plexus. Beautiful, just like I said. Gotta be really careful for those modern reactions. Oh, the Gladius punch did try to come out, but the EXDP did come out as well. The overhead did connect with the grab, ending that round. Bareface taking it.
All right, Bareface getting his offense early, finding that low forward there. The tough part about Marissa, if you do commit to that Scootum stance, you are going to get smacked low. Bareface controlling the screen so far, but a nice big commitment on the side of Reedy and a back throw to boot.
Most definitely. Again, being really patient, but Bareface is burnt out. You got to be really careful. That DI is a threat. We got up, being really patient. Beautiful stuff right there. Couldn't convert anything off of it, but really keeping this pressure up right now. Gonna attempt to jump. Oh, using that level 1 whiffed, and it did get blocked, so you're gonna get punished for it. Using that level 2, and it did connect, and it's enough to kill. Reedy taking that round.
Yeah, surprised we didn't see the level 3 rip there on the side of Bareface. Probably wasn't too confident in the spacing there. Reedy taking advantage of it. Lands on a fireball early. Gotta be careful here with Bareface with that loaded gun in his pocket.
Most definitely. Here we go though. Checking with the low medium punch. Oh, but the EXDP does come out. We're just letting it rip today. Hashogeki, you're going to get a little bit of a combo right here. Yup, you're getting dragged into the corner. What is going to be your answer? Grab? Are we going to see another one? Oh, calling Reedy out. When he tried to press a button using that level 3. And it's going to be enough to kill Shirley.
Yeah, no modern input there, getting all the damage on the way out, and Bareface is going to put themselves up 2-1 over Reedy. You know, it's a bit of a tough match to call because we've seen the dynamic of the game's kind of played on one side of the screen and the game's kind of played on the other, and whoever's in the corner is probably losing at this point, and Bareface taking advantage early of Reedy just kind of being helpless in the corner with no reversal options.
Most definitely. We are watching two trucks just just running at each other right now. So here we go, getting grabbed. Ooh, tried to call him out with the Gladius punch. It did connect. Good grab right there, trying to throw him into the corner. Being really patient right now in neutral. Throwing out these fireballs, just trying to see what Reedy's going to attempt to do. Beautiful stuff. Good grab right there, trying to put the pressure up. Oh, trying to go for the overhead, but did get checked by Reedy. The Superman punch does also connect, but then we're going to let it rip around here with the DPs.
Yeah, just continuing to swing back and forth. Bareface does put himself into burnout there. A nice little whiff punish on the side of Reedy. Doesn't even need to pop the super to close things out. It seems like Bareface is getting maybe a little too comfortable in his ranges because of the modern inputs, and you know, he has the DP in his pocket and whatever, but it seems like he's continuing to get caught with these whiff punishes by Reedy.
Most definitely. Again, beautiful stuff right there. Charging, getting that Genkin charge. Oh, but massive jumping right there from Reedy. Getting this damage in. This is so much. Gotta be really careful. And that DI, it is a threat, especially in the corner. But oh my god, Bareface able to get out using that level 3, trying to get as much of a health advantage as he can and trying to get that drive gauge back.
Yeah, very smart to pull it there. Reedy is gonna have to hold some of these fireballs. Oh, a nice whiff punish on the side of Bareface, and you're gonna be going over to the corner. Hashogeki or Donkey Kick should force the hard guess, and a burnout. The armored punch smashing right back. Reedy does have the level 3 on deck. One more hit should be enough to close it out here.
Most definitely. Bareface doesn't be careful. Oh my god, but you can burn him out just with these fireballs. Gotta be really careful. Just like that, the Donkey Kick calling out Reedy from pressing a button. It is set point for Bareface though.
Yeah, one round apiece now, but Reedy does have that level 3. Another wake-up ODDP, and a perfect parry on the side of Reedy. We've seen Bareface go with these hard commits, but no block yet from the side of Reedy. They are in an advantageous position, though. Bareface over in the corner with the level 3 in their pocket.
Most definitely. Again, both being really patient, using that solar plexus, trying to use as much plus frames as he can. Here we go, though. Reedy trying to go in, but the EXDP from Bareface is enough to get him off him. Again, these modern reactions are everything. Using that solar plexus, using that punch, Gladius punch into the level 3, getting a lot of this drive gauge back.
Yeah, and the tough part is that is a full corner carry off of that level 3 there. Bareface in a bad spot. The neutral jump is going to pay off for him. They do have super in their pocket. They wake up with a level 2 in the middle of it. That's the modern reactions we were talking about. Another DP to boot, and Reedy is on their last legs. Bareface trying to close things out here. One more hit's gonna do it, and the Donkey Kick to chip things out. Bareface taking it 3-1 over Reedy, and that has just punched their ticket over into winners finals of the bracket challenger.
Honestly, another good game. We've seen Reedy honestly do some amazing callouts, especially as we saw with the Genkin charge. charged fireball, you know, doing that jump in just because he knew he was going to try to throw that out. But other than that, beautiful stuff right there. Trying to put your pressure up, but again, it's really difficult with these modern players. You got to be really careful. They just have these reactions that we don't at the moment.
Yeah, it seems like you can't play sloppy at all. Even certain things like a bad space jump, and you don't really see a classic control player user be ready to DP in those certain moments. So it's another level of awareness. You have to play really, really clean against a modern player because they are able to, you know, find a punish in spots that other places that classic control players aren't really going to have a quick enough trigger finger to go ahead and pull out, you know, and find the damage in those situations. But that is going to be moving Bareface over into winners finals. And the other side of winners semis, we do have a Ruffian MX and Jewel Man. That should be the next match coming up. We talked about it earlier. Ruffian MX, one of those players that does like to rip that level 2 pretty much any chance they get. And Jewel Man is going to be at a point where he's going to have to find some hard commitment challenger.
Most definitely. Jewel Man, I feel like he might have it just for the fact of this man, again, as you said before, as we've spoken before, he does love to do those light headbutt whiffs into the command grabs. So we could be seeing a lot of that coming out, just attempting to absolutely just smother Ruffian without even letting him like getting out of the corner and not even letting him press a button.
Yeah, well, those tournament nerves might be a factor here. Winner of this one is going to go into top 3. For those of you at home in chat, remember the Matcherino is live. I'm sure there's a Matcherino command you can use down below to go ahead and throw some money into that pot. We are at 3150, but let's get into the action. It is going to be Jewel Man and Ruffian MX.
Most definitely. And we were not protecting the toes, so the first hit does go to Jewel Man. Here we go, though. Again, with the grabs we're seeing from Ruffian, already trying to put this pressure up. Another one. Where's DJ Khaled when we need him? Here we go, though.
Using the hop to get in, finding a lot of jumps there. Nice little whip punch with that crouching medium punch. It's one of Blanca's best buttons, and here comes Employee of the Month in the corner, catching a butt slam out of the air there. Ruffian seems ready for all the mix-ups.
Most definitely. Just one more hit is all Ruffian needs just to win this round, and just like that, Ruffian taking it.
Yeah, it just seems like it was all Ruffian right there. Jewel Man just, you know, kind of taking a back foot, but we've seen before he kind of lets, you know, the match come to him in situations. So Ruffian right now taking advantage of that nice anti-air OD headbutt to go ahead and get off of him. Ruffian slowly getting walked down to the corner here.
Most definitely using these 1,000-hand punches right here, but Ruffian was able to get out, throwing Jewel Man into the corner. Again, how are you going to respond to this kind of pressure? Good tech right there, really trying to get him off, calling out that Blanca ball. We're going to see a lot of damage right here, potentially level 1. No, using that butt slam. Here we go, again, trying to go with that grab. Just really being patient, trying to see who's going to try to make that first mistake, and the DI did come out, but it did not hit.
Yeah, that heavy headbutt is easy to block afterwards, especially on full screen. I respect the call out there from Ruffian, but he's going to catch another headbutt on the way in, and Jewel Man striking back. Now 1 round apiece here.
Here we go, trying to use them 1,000 hands already off rip. Okay, being really patient. The child is out, trying to put that thread out, but it seems like Jewel Man is not phased, using that level 3, trying to get as much of a life lead as he can.
Yeah, now he's not in a position where he really has to make the first move here. Almost a 50% life lead on the side of Jewel Man here. But he's going to go ahead and come in directly, but a low forward lands on the side of Ruffian. He's going to pull the level 3 right back at him. That's going to tie things up here.
Most definitely. We are going to have to see, you know, what is Ruffian going to do after all this? Definitely going to try to just put more offense right there. But both of them just fighting good. Blanca ball right there. Put on the pressure again. We got to be really careful, because you are in the corner, and DI is always a threat at times as well. But beautiful stuff using that. Oh, the Blanca ball did connect.
Yeah, just going back and forth all over the place here. Ruffian with a small advantage. There's the butt slam, trying to keep him away from the doll, but Ruffian finds it. One more hit's gonna do it, try to bait something out. Gotta watch the doll, but the up ball is gonna close things out, and Ruffian MX is gonna strike first, putting themselves on the board 1-0 in winner's semifinal.
Here we go. They're using that headbutt. Oh, perfect parry. You're gonna get hit, and it's gonna hurt a lot. Here we go, though. Ruffian really putting this pressure on again. We're gonna get a grab. Yep, we're gonna see another one. No, but that EX headbutt did come out.
Yeah, great job by Jewel Man to go ahead and try to break up the monotony there. The doll is on the floor. We're gonna see Jewel Man try to walk Ruffian down to keep him away from it, but Ruffian's gonna find it, missing the first time, and Jewel Man is just, you know, kind of playing Red Rover. You know, you kind of don't want to let him pass a certain line here.
Most definitely, but I feel like Ruffian might just be using that, you know, it's here, you know? You got to be really careful, because the child is right there. Here we go, the perfect parry on the Blanca ball, chasing him down, dragging him into the corner. We're going to be seeing a lot of damage coming from this. Gotta be really careful. What is the mix-up? Oh, good call right there with the light kick, but that DI is enough to get something right there. That was a hand slap. Yup, what are you gonna do? You are burnt out and you're in the corner. The butt slam did come out. Level 1 did connect. Beautiful stuff right there. Jewel Man able to connect something right there. Woo,
Yeah,
taking that route.
Rainbow ball there. Jewel Man able to find the punish counter hit. Does have the level 2 on deck, but Ruffian starting things early here, getting himself a lift, and Jewel Man's gonna be in the corner early.
Most definitely. Ruffian just honestly putting his pressure down, not letting him out. Beautiful, getting that punish counter grab. Again, Ruffian just not stopping, not letting up for 1 second, but the headbutt did come out again with the headbutt, calling out the Blanca ball. Beautiful stuff right there. Back heavy kick. Oh, into the slide. We're gonna see it just like that, able to get a conversion and end that round.
Yeah, now 1 round apiece here over in winner semis. Jewel Man does have that level 3 on deck. Same on the side of Ruffian. See if he cashes out early here. Level 2 Lightning Beast activated.
And it is the most dangerous, using that EX headbutt to get out of the corner, praising the sun a bit. There we go though. Blanca ball, the up ball did come out. The child did get activated as well. Beautiful tech right there, calling him out right there on something, using that level 3 just to get some health back. Or not health back, just to get some of that life lead and that drive gauge back.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. Once that level 2 gets popped, Jewel Man's gonna have to let it rip, and that's exactly what we saw. But Ruffian answering just as viciously there. Nice perfect parry to anti-air. Drops the combo here. 1 more carry is gonna put him into the corner.
Most definitely, and you have to be really careful, especially as Jewel Man, because again, Ruffian is honestly so good with the mix-ups. Yep, using that child, you gotta be really careful. Reverse DI, but got chipped by the child. You are burnt out as well, so you can't just get chipped. We're gonna have to see what's gonna happen though, but it seems like and Ruffian doing the jump light kick, connecting against Jewel Man.
Yeah, it seems like Jewel Man was kind of daring him to go ahead and continue to throw out the Blanca ball, but Ruffian ready for the headbutt there, jumping back and finding a punish. Starting things off nice here early, getting the double knee in off of the drive rush and putting Jewel Man closer to the corner.
Most definitely. Oh, tried to use the light headbutt, but it seems like Ruffian was able to call him out and hit him with something. There we go, though. Beautiful butt slam. Honestly, trying to deny Ruffian from the child, from the Blanca-chan.
Yeah, we've seen that kind of be a theme this entire match, is throwing that doll down and just kind of playing around it. Jewel Man still just getting hit in and out over and over. They're doing a good job of protecting the doll, but just getting caught with these stray hits over and over. And now Ruffian is just 1 round away from closing this out with a 3-0.
Oh my god, calling out the drive rush, and just like that, it's gonna be a lot of damage. Oh, trying to use the level 1, it did connect. Well, the child is out again. The DI also did come out. We're gonna see a lot of damage here. Yup, the Blanca-chan is activated. You gotta be really careful, but the EX butt slam did come out again with the butt slam and connecting a combo right here. We're gonna see a lot of damage on the board. Good tech from both players right there.
Yeah, level 1 on side for Jewel Man. There's more of that Blanca-chan on the floor. Activates it, but catches him. Activating a jump in's gonna land, but a wake up level 3 trying to catch a drop combo from the side of Jewel Man. He was worse for the wiser there, holding back, and he's putting himself on the board here and keeping himself alive.
Definitely again with the down ball this time. Oh my god, calling him out, getting something getting a conversion right there. We're gonna see this damage. Again, beautiful grab right there. We might see another grab. Yup. Just like I called it out, there's another grab. Are we gonna see another potentially? No, but the EX headbutt is coming out. The DI did connect, wall split into this combo, into the level 3, making sure he's getting some of his drive gauge back because he was really low, but also trying to get a little bit of a life lead.
Yeah, also keeping Ruffian in the corner at the exact same time. Does have the level 1, but looking low on drive gauge. Using the headbutt to chip it out. Another OD on top of it. Trying to force a guess there, but Ruffian getting himself back to neutral. Does have 3 dolls on deck. Pops one here.
But couldn't activate the Blanca-chan, and the headbutt for the answer against Ruffian. Jewel Man staying alive.
And now 2 games to 1 here, starting things early, using a fake drive rush to go ahead and fake a way in, but Jewel Man looking a little low on drive gauge early. Gonna be hard for him to play here.
Using that headbutt again, really putting this pressure, but the up Blanca ball EX is what's gonna get him out of there. Beautiful stuff. Jewel Man just honestly putting this pressure down. Trying to wait for him, trying to see if he's gonna make a mistake. Ooh, but the down ball is gonna catch. There we go, throwing out the Blanca-chan again. Praying to the sun. Thousand Hands is gonna do something again. Ruffian being put into the corner. This is very dangerous. Calling out the EX. Blanca ball, and just like that, Jewel Man taking that round.
Yeah, it seems like he's stealing a bit of the momentum here, putting himself on the board, and it seems like Ruffian's just on the back foot that entire round. Jewel Man might have found something out in a bit of the offensive options from Ruffian here.
Most definitely. Again, both of them just trying to see who's going to do what. Honestly, either the headbutt or the Blanca ball's coming out. Perfect parry. You're getting grabbed and put into the corner. No, the side switch did come out. There we go. Beautiful stuff right there. Getting Jewel Man to the corner, but perfect parry again. Yup, going into the corner right there. But being able to catch something is what Ruffian did. Oh my, getting a grab. Beautiful. We're going to see another one potentially, but good tech right there from Jewel Man.
Yeah, level 3 on deck for the side of Ruffian. This one needs one hit to finish it out. Here comes Jewel Man on the attack here. Level 3 of his own. Trying to throw out the buzz times. Might have been a miss input there, but here comes the 100 hand slaps. OD baits out another super, and that should be enough to close things out and tie things up 2-2.
Here we go, and just like that, yup, like you mentioned, it was enough. Jewel Man, 2-2. It is tied, but we're gonna have to see who's gonna be able to honestly call out the right shots and just win this set. Beautiful stuff right there. Getting a little combo off. Yup, using that headbutt, praying to the sun immediately.
Yeah, start things off early. Seems like both players are ready to be full screen here and try to get a hard call out. Here comes the Blancachan on the floor. Nice air to air there on the side of Ruffian. Gets himself a throw. Jewel Man slowly gonna walk down into the corner here.
Definitely did try to go for that headbutt, but did get hit. Oh, that butt slam did come in handy, but the EX Blanca ball did also. Both players, honestly, beautiful stuff right there. Gonna chase Blanca down. Use that butt slam, and the DI did come out. We do not react to these around here, apparently, but beautiful stuff. Oh, the DI came out again.
The Blanca ball does have the level 1. See if he can convert off a bit of a drop there, and a wake up OD ball is going to get Ruffian out of the corner. In burnout, though, not where you want to be, and gets caught with the anti-air. And just like that, the script has been flipped, and Jewel Man is just one round away from closing things out.
Here we go. Beautiful little combo right here from Ruffian. Trying to get back on the board, but the level 1 does come out. Again, praying to the sun, getting that stock. The threat of the Blancachan is there, but Jewel Man does not seem phased by it. Oh, but the Blancachan did get activated, getting grabbed. Yep, Ruffian is low though. Oh, with the grab, but no. Perfect parry right there. Beautiful stuff. Let's see it. And the pressure is just immense right now.
Great anti-air there. Doesn't get a counter hit off it. Can't go for a lift. Jewel Man a little low on life right here. Level 3 on deck to the side of Ruffian. Doesn't have to commit to it. Finds the airball there to counter the DI. Low conversion into the drive rush. And just like that, we're on final game, final round.
Gonna have to see who's gonna be able to adapt, who's gonna be able to honestly get these good hits and these good combos just to end this. Beautiful stuff right there, calling him out right there, not letting him charge or get a stock. Using that level 3 immediately, trying to put as much of the drive gauge down as much as possible and get that life lead.
Yeah, not exactly want to be for Jewel Man. Does have some super gauge to defend himself, but that drive gauge is getting attacked here. The burnout loops coming from the side of Ruffian. Oh, both characters almost in burnout here. Ruffian might be attacking just a little bit too much, Challenger.
Most definitely. And again, that threat of the Blancachan is out, but oh my god, Jewel Man getting a hit and confirming it to the level 3. Making sure, you know, hey, you're going to be burnt out. It's my turn now. The pressure is going to be immense. Getting this stuff off, yup. You need to be careful, and the DI did come out, immediately going with the grab and ending it right there. Jewel Man taking the set 3-2.
Yeah, he's going to be punching his ticket over into winners finals against Bareface there. It just seemed like Jewel Man, you know, it's almost the same story as when we saw him play against Zombie. It seems like he was losing the momentum, but Jewel Man is just known to continue to put himself in these bad situations and continue to find a way to dig a way out there. Multiple times we saw Ruffian throw the Blancachan on the floor, and Jewel Man kind of just had to play a bit of a game of dodgeball where you're kind of guarding the line there to keep Ruffian away from it and just continue to, you know, find these clutch hits that he needed to go ahead and cash out massive damage, and that's exactly why he's going into winners finals.
Most definitely. And you know, from Ruffian's point, we've honestly been seeing a lot of good stuff from him again. Just again with the mix-ups, throwing out that Blancachan because he knew Jewel Man was going to attempt to just deny him the Blancachan at all costs. So he did just play around that as well. You know, just like, hey, here it is, but like, can you guard him correctly from me?
Yeah, it's a tough part. It becomes a threat even when it's not a threat. Being forced to play around, it's going to make you kind of play uncharacteristic, and we kind of just saw Jewel Man just get poked away in most of those rounds, but it seemed like once the doll wasn't really a factor, Jewel Man was able to go ahead and take control. But on loser side round 3 over here, we are going to see Liquid O and Rude KSX along with Zombie and EC on both sides. See which match we are going to have up next. We haven't seen Rude KSX on stream yet, but Liquid O did have to go ahead and move from the Mai to the Dalsum. And just got word from Mothership that is going to be the next match, so a bit of a surprise here. You think Liquid O is going to go ahead and rip the Mai off start, or do you think we're going to see the Dalsum early?
You know what? Hey, because last time it was a wild card, I'm gonna say Liquid is gonna bring out the Ken. Oh, and we're getting someone completely different. It's Ed.
I didn't even know he had an Ed, so a nice little bit of surprise there. And Rude KSX using a Jamie, a character that's not too favored on the tier list here. See what we can get from, but Liquid O starting out early with the kill rush.
Most definitely just putting this pressure down. Honestly, just trying to smother him right now. Beautiful stuff right there coming from Liquid. Ooh. Really using that snatcher, yep. Beautiful stuff there, yep. Using that. Gonna use snatch again, but oh my god, it seems like Rude's trying to put some of that pressure down. Using that palm, getting a drink right there. Again with the EX palm, continue with the combo, getting another drink. We are at 2, but it seems like Liquid is able to confirm something. Is this enough to kill? Yup, using that level 1, getting that round. Liquid.
Yeah, it seems there wasn't even really a chance to kind of play footsies. Liquid O was just continuously finding these whiff punishes, and Rude KSX didn't really have a chance to get the offense going here. That Psycho Snatcher, it's almost the perfect poke option to keep Jamie away.
Most definitely. You have to be careful of that Snatcher, because again, it is plus frames once it does catch and is fully charged. Beautiful stuff right there. Massive jump in for Rude KSX. Getting a drink. We do love to see that around here. Again, beautiful call out right there. Just getting some hits in. Bringing Liquid into the corner. Grab. Yup. We're going to see another one. Nope. Just another drink. And try the EXDP. But you're going to get punished for that. Using that EX palm. Continue the combo just like that. You might see the level 1 coming out. Yup. Just like that. Rude KSX putting himself on the board.
Yeah, just a tale of 2 rounds there. Both players just really weren't able to get their offense going in the respective rounds of each of them. And we'll see how Liquid O handles it this time. The footsie game wasn't really the answer, swinging hard early with the DI, but it seems like Rude KSX might have cracked the code here on how to play against Liquid O in neutral.
Oh, faked him out with the fake snatcher just like that. Beautiful start there, getting a nice confirm, getting some damage on the board. Again, the snatcher is coming out. What was the mix-up right there? Getting a hit. You're getting grabbed. Throwing out these fireballs. Just taking these drinks is what Rude KSX is doing. Again, Liquid just honestly bringing him into the corner. Tried to grab. Beautiful stuff right there. Good grab. Bringing Liquid into the corner. Taking another drink. We are at 3. The dive kick did come out, though. We are at 4 drinks now. This is where it gets really dangerous. Yup, using that level 3, getting as much of a life lead as he can.
Yeah, cashing out early there. See if he has the follow-up off. It's not going to be too much damage just coming off of a combo like that, but he is going to put himself in a nice Oki situation where he's going to force Liquid O to take a hard guess, and the command throw is going to go ahead and close things out. Rude KSX putting himself on the board first here.
Most definitely. We're going to have to see how Liquid is going to respond to this. How is he going to adapt? Beautiful, using that EX Snatcher to the DP. Oh, but the EX DP did come out right there from Rude. Right there, getting a punish counter right there, getting a good amount of damage and taking a drink. We are at 2 now, but the perfect parry. You're getting grabbed and thrown into the corner. The EX Snatcher, but the DI did come out. Beautiful call out right there from Rude. We are at 3, trying to use that rush, but did get called out right there from Rude. Really putting this pressure up. We do love to see this. Anything could go. Rude just needs one more hit. Yep, beautiful stuff right there, getting that hit he needed, and just like that, Rude taking that round.
Yeah, it just seemed like their Liquid O is just not ready for the scrambles there. Rude continues to find himself in these clutch situations where Liquid O is just kind of being forced on these hard guesses. We did see a couple of whipped ODDPs, a nice perfect parry there to go ahead and get the party started early.
Most definitely. Getting a drink. Again, we are at 2 again. Gotta be really careful. And that EX dive kick calling out Liquid for pressing a button. Perfect parry right there. Yep, gonna get Rude into the corner. Gonna start putting his own pressure of his own, but reacting to that DI. Low on drive gauge. You gotta be really careful. We're gonna see that level 2 coming out. Yup. Get a little bit of a combo. Yep, get as much damage as you can on the board. Gonna hit you with that mix-up. Tried the parry, and just like that, that DI did connect. You are stunned, and this is gonna be enough to kill Liquid. Putting himself on the board and taking a round.
Yeah, I like the use of the level 2 there to go ahead and set up a safe jump situation. Rude KSX take a little bit of disrespect from that. Started things out early with a nice bit of damage here. A neutral jump on the side of Liquid O. Another level 2 on deck. See if he gets that cycle ball started early here.
Again, oh my god, calling him out with the trying to perfect parry him. Beautiful stuff right there, using that level 3 immediately, trying to get as much damage as he can, and potentially getting this burnout right here. Yep, it is burnt out as well. Gonna follow it up. This is a lot of damage as well, and you got to be really careful because this is kind of a call-out situation, and just like that, Rude taking another point. 2-0 so far.
Yeah, it's just been relentless offense so far. Oh, looks like we seen a little bit of a network error there. Rude KSX right now is in that 2-game lead, sitting pretty. Liquid O just kind of on the back foot the entire time there. We've seen him cash out a couple of good options with the level 2 we saw in the corner, setting up for a safe jump situation to get the party going. But it just seems like Liquid O's just living on the right side of the screen here, not able really to get himself out of bad spot once Rude KSX does get the offense started.
And it is honestly hard against just to fight Jamie in general. You know, you have so much good buns. You have that dive kick as well that's almost instant. So you gotta just honestly watch out and just be ready to call out anything from Jamie.
Yeah, especially once those drinks starts coming in. You know, it goes from low tier to high tier, especially we saw him reach 4 drinks at one point, and that's exactly where you don't want Jamie really cooking, especially when you do have your back to the wall. So right now, waiting to see what's going on with Liquid O, see if he joins back up. But Rude KSX is looking very, very solid here with a nice 2-0 lead over Liquid O. I want to remind you folks at home who are watching, if you have not yet used that Matcherino command, to go ahead and, not sure if there's free codes available or not, but if you're feeling generous, go ahead and throw a little something in the pot for the players here tonight. They are going ahead and putting on some nice action. And if you have not yet followed the channel, go ahead and follow the channel. It does not cost you a goddamn thing. I mean, what are you doing on Friday night? Not following the channel? Come on now.
You're watching the channel, might as well do it.
Yeah, it's a one little click. So far, Challenger, how are you feeling about the action tonight? We've seen a lot of close matches, a couple of 3-2s, a couple of 3-1s, but really back and forth rounds here.
Honestly, I think it's just so good. I love seeing any kind of I love seeing anybody just go from the losing side to just immediately making those comebacks. So to me, this is like one of the perfect brackets. Just seeing all these comebacks, seeing how everybody adapts, how the game plan changes, just how different they have to just completely make themselves just to get the win.
Yeah, it's one thing about Street Fighter 6. There isn't exactly a comeback mechanic per se, but the comeback mechanic is just the amount of damage you can cash out just off of these stray hits. If you commit to a neutral jump and catch your opponent sleeping, you can really turn the tide of an entire match, or a perfect parry, throw them in the corner and get the party started. Just got word from Mothership, Liquid O is back. Went ahead and threw the cheats on, you know, but they are going to go ahead and boot up with the Dawson, not trusting the Ed this time around. The character swap worked out for him last time, Challenger. See if it happens again.
Most definitely. Again, Rude just immediately putting down the pressure, calling him out when he tried to grab. Try to go with the overhead again. Oh, but beautiful stuff. Getting that anti-air out. Doing out this fireball.
Yeah, it's tough too, because you're almost putting yourself in a worse situation. You are more comfortable with the Dawson, but now you don't have that reversal that Ed does once Jamie starts the pressure. Seems not to be a bit of a flub here for the side of Liquid O. Able to play the cat and mouse game pretty well here.
Most definitely. And again, just Rude attempting to get in as much as he can, but just it seems like Liquid is just doing such a good job at keeping him out, really using his buttons to his advantage. And just like that, calling out the EX dive kick, just getting him out of the air. You know, what you doing in my airspace?
Yeah, able to shut down the raw drive rush as well with just that standing medium punch there. It's one of Dawson's better tools to go ahead and play the keep away game, and it's looking like the character swap is once again working out. Is he going to cash out massive damage here on Rude?
Most definitely. Here we go, though. Getting some more stuff off. Oh, Rude trying to just do as much as he can to put that offense on, but again, that reverse DI did come out. Again, just attempting his best, but he cannot get in. You are burnt out as well. This is very dangerous for you, especially against Dawson, using that level 2 to his advantage. Oh, but the dive kick connected, and just like that, Liquid taking that game. We're seeing a little bit of a comeback right now.
Yeah, it seems like Rude KSX likes to commit to a lot of, you know, crouching jabs and grabs and things like that. So you have to be wary of the drill, and Liquid O just kind of snuffing that out early. Rude KSX finding themselves in the corner. Not exactly you want to be shutting down the drinks early, but we are at level 2 early.
Most definitely. Again, just honestly trying to put as much pressure on Liquid, just trying to make sure he can't get any space. Already in the corner, tried to reverse DI, and just like that, you're getting punished for that. Rude on set point now.
Yeah, Rude being able to find the openings there. Liquid O just kind of on the back foot. Doesn't have that reversal option. Trying to get things going here with the zoning game early. There's the drill we were talking about earlier to go ahead and counter a throw. Find himself a punish counter throw. Rude KSX right back in the corner.
Most definitely. And just trying to play a bit more patient is what Rude's trying to do. Tried to get a drink, but Liquid denying it. Beautiful stuff right there. Able to get a button in. Rude is going to take a drink right there. Another one. Oh, but no, you're not going to do it right in front of Liquid. Perfect parry. We're going to be seeing a little bit of damage right here. Going to get a drink. Yup. Again, tried to grab a beautiful tech right there. Tried to get him out of the air with DP, but it did not connect. And Liquid is honestly on point with these anti-airs. But beautiful stuff right here. Getting this damage in, getting this combo, using that level 1. Liquid taking a round.
Yeah, just able to go ahead and become, we talked about the cat and mouse, but he was able to become the cat there. Rude KSX just kind of, you know, a little worse for wears on the life gauge there, and Liquid able to take advantage. Does have the level 3 early here, but tough part about Jamie, you don't get those drinks back, so he's going to have to search for those once again.
Most definitely. Again, just Liquid being so good, but that DP did connect, taking a drink right there. Tried to palm, but it did whiff and getting hit for his troubles for it. The fireballs are coming out, try to teleport. We're going to see a little bit of a mix. Ooh, beautiful stuff right there, chasing him down. Getting Liquid out of the air. Oh, the dive kick came out just like that, taking another drink. We are at 2 now. Good stuff. Just honestly trying to keep this pressure up, but you are burnt out as well. This is very dangerous for you. Beautiful stuff, getting him out of the air, taking another drink. We are at 3 now. Good grab. Gonna put this pressure on him more and more. Oh.
Yeah, in the hit corner here, one more hit's gonna be able to close it out. Does have the critical art on deck. One player's gonna have to commit here, both almost equal on life gauge. Liquid O, we saw him bust the OD into the teleport to try to commit. It bit him in the butt last time, but right now he's continuing to put on the pressure. Has to run now low on drive gauge, trying to catch Rude KSX out of the air. A straight punish counter hit's gonna go directly into the level 3. And Liquid O, once again bringing it back after the character switch. I believe it's gonna be a 3-2 for them.
Bringing it back 3-2. The character switch, I feel like it's a power up for him at this point. This man, it goes like Super Saiyan Ultra Instinct at this point. Anytime he goes with this
definitely throws his opponent off. You know, you get so used to playing against one character, especially Ed is going to be one of those characters that really wants to play footsies with you and try to approach the game like that. So when it turns into a point, especially we were talking about earlier, a character you don't really see a lot, you're not ready for the situations. Oh, are we back? Is it 2-2? Is it 3-2?
Is it 3-2?
Oh, 2-2.
Oh, it's 2-2. Okay, we were calling it way too early. Here we go, though. Take another drink. We
early 2 games apiece, and it seems like Rude KSX is going to take advantage of it early here, trying to run away with the momentum.
Most definitely. Tempting to just call anything out, being slow. Oh, but did call out that parry. Getting that 4 drinks and went with the overhead, and just like that, Rude on that point.
Yeah, coming out the gate very strong early here. Liquid O just kind of in an uncomfortable spot that entire round here. Trying to get the fireball game going early here, Challenger.
Most definitely. Here we go, though. Using those medium punches low. Oh, beautiful drill right there. Connecting and just honestly trying to... Oh, beautiful stuff. Getting him out of the air. Yep, we're going to see another drink. Using that palm. Yep. Just putting this pressure down. Just trying to make sure Liquid doesn't get a button off. Beautiful.
Great anti-air on this side of Liquid O. They've been on point with that this entire time. Jumping hasn't really been an answer for Rude KSX this entire match so far. The level 2 is on deck on the side of Liquid O. They have a nice life lead here.
Most definitely. Using that fire breath. Again, just attempting to be really slow, trying to call out anything that Liquid might attempt to do. Taking that drink, and now he is at 4. You got to be careful. Especially because he does have level 2. He could do a good... He could do a string, make it seem like it's unsafe, but no, just throwing out the level 3 like that. Doing the amount of damage it does, this might kill. Yup. Rude taking it 3-2.
Yeah, it seems like playing a character they weren't fully comfortable on the side of Liquid did go ahead and bite him in the ass this time around. The Dawson switch just not enough to withstand for 3 games straight there. It is going to be Rude KSX moving on to losers quarters finals with a date with a Ruffian and Mex. On the other side of losers, though, we do have Zombie and EC. But in that Liquid and Rude KSX match, what do you think was the turning point for Rude in that last game?
Honestly, I did love seeing the just the block string into level 2. That's honestly such a good thing to use, especially if your opponent doesn't know about it, because it makes them press a button, and then when they press it, you're like, oh, I'm sorry, man, it was my turn still.
Yeah, Jamie being one of those tricky characters. We talked about Dawson not really being a character you see too much, but Jamie isn't as well. So there are a lot of mix-up options, especially off the level 2. You don't really see a lot, especially from Jamie players. So definitely a good option to put out in the corner to try to fish for a punish, counter, hit. Well, moving on, it should be a Zombie and EC, 2 players that, you know, we talked about it all night. They're not non-familiar with each other. They're in these online brackets a lot. So there's going to be another Blanca against the jury. How do you see EC approaching it this time? He didn't fare very well against Ruffian MX. Do you think he's learned anything going into this Blanca matchup for this loser side match?
I think most definitely. Knowing EC, he's more than likely already prepping a game plan, especially for Zombie. Because if I remember correctly, yeah, these two have fought each other multiple times before. And where I feel like Zombie does get a little bit messed up at, it's just the fact of EC is really good with his perfect parries. This man almost never misses. It's kind of scary. So he does call out a lot of the Blanca balls, the ones that he can get off, and just immediately rush you down and just get as much damage as he can and just gets out. Just keeps that pressure up.
Yeah, let's see how he chooses to play. We have pointed out before that he does like to stay full screen and build those Fuha stocks, but Zombie definitely not a player who likes to give you a lot of room to breathe. But the questions will be answered here as we get into this losers round 3 match between Zombie and EC.
Most definitely. Here we go again with the pressure. Like I said, just attempting to put as much pressure as he can. Oh, the slide did connect, getting that grab off. Here we go, just using those knees, just trying to put as much pressure. Beautiful tech right there.
Drivers coming in on the side of EC. It seems like Zombie's in a nice little, you know, control of this round so far. EC is getting his full screen movement that he likes to get, but Zombie just catching small little hits like that, getting an arrow throw out of the air to shut down another offensive tool on the side of EC.
Most definitely getting this combo off and just trying to put Zombie in the corner, but the up ball does get him out. Here we go though, trying to use the up ball, tried to make him do something, and that DI did connect, getting a combo off. Here we go though, Factor.
Yeah, getting themselves out of the corner. Zombie still staying alive, does have the level 1 on deck, all 3 dolls, but EC just going to be completely on the attack. We've seen him before. He likes to, you know, stay full screen, but once he has that life lead, he will come in with those raw drive rushes, a parry there off of the DI, but another arrow throw answer from Zombie.
Something gotta be really careful because one more hit is all Zombie needs. Oh, but so is the same. Just like that, using that light punch. EC taking that round.
Yeah, just a battle of straight hits there. You know, a lot of jumping back and forth, you know, kind of just throwing random pokes out in the air, but EC just able to find the damage he needs to close that out early. A nice little counter check there on the side of Zombie. Chooses not to pop the level too early, and a patented reversal on the side of EC.
Again, that grab off, gonna get these stocks up, but it seems like, oh, the slide did connect, getting that grab. You're getting put into the corner. How are you gonna react to it, especially with this pressure? Gotta be really careful. Oh my god, the Blanca ball hitting, and just like that, Zombie taking that round.
Yeah, knowing that EC likes to walk forward in those situations, the rainbow ball is exactly what the doctor ordered to find the cross up there. Right now, EC trying to change gears. They're playing a little more offense early instead of that runaway game we saw earlier.
Was definitely, oh my god, connecting something just like that, using that level 2. We're gonna be seeing a mix-up happening here, folks. Using the Blanca-chan, you're getting grabbed. Yep, that threat is very luminous of the Blanca-chan again. It is activated. You gotta be careful, but EC calling out something, but no, it wasn't enough. Beautiful stuff right there from EC, getting out of the corner just like that, using that level 3 as well, getting as much of that drive gauge as he can.
Yeah, it's a very smart cash out just to even things up here and also waste a lot of that level 2 gauge on the side of Zombie. Perfect parry is going to be a nice answer there. Into the slide, it's an Oki situation. EC guesses correct. Just continuing on the back foot, another arrow throw keeping EC out of the sky.
Also, we're letting these EXDPs rock. That EX Blanca ball did come out as well. Here we go though. Trying to do something, just anything, just both of these players trying to get a hit just to confirm this round, and just like that, whiffing the slide. EC taking that first game point.
Yeah, just continuing. We said it earlier in the round, just a battle of straight hits there, and EC just coming out on top for 2 of those rounds. See if Zombie goes ahead and mix things up here and just tries to play more of like a Ruffian MX and just kind of be in EC's face a little more often.
Most definitely. Here we go though. Again, the Blanca balls are coming out, but just EC's taking as much of an advantage of just the space and just trying to get as much stocks as he can. Here we go though. Beautiful stuff right there. Trying to get that jump in, just trying to get anything, but the parry is coming out. Beautiful stuff right there from EC, calling him out, getting a damage, but that up ball is gonna call out EC. Again, we're letting these rip. We don't care around here.
Yeah, just making sure no one's able to get the upper hand, but EC finding himself a hit off of the drivers there does cash out of the level 1 to close out the round.
Most definitely, and just beautiful. Just a beautiful sequence. But here we go, into the second round. Okay, both of them being really slow with each other, just trying to see what's going to happen. Throwing out that EX projectile, making sure that threat is still looming there. Ooh, beautiful stuff right there, confirming that. But beautiful air there, getting EC into the corner. The pressure is going to start now. Jumping out. EC doesn't seem phased by a zombie, especially with his pressure.
Yeah, just continuing to jump around both sides of the screen. Both players still looking for those straight hits. It's been a theme this entire time, and it seems like EC just getting the better of him this game.
Oh, and the overhead did connect, getting a combo off. We're gonna see a lot of damage coming out of this, and the DI did come out, but Zombie was ready for it. Now EC is burnt out, so this is gonna be very dangerous for him. Here we go though, getting that grab off. Really trying to be careful for that level 3. Yep, here we go. Then we are in the corner, and just like that, the level 3 did come out, but it did get blocked, and Zombie taking a point. Or not point, taking that round.
You can go ahead and punish the hop there, but EC being in burnout does change the frame data just enough for that level 3 not to be a punish there. Very heads up play on the side of Zombie.
Most definitely. Here we go. Getting something off. Beautiful stuff right there from EC. Getting a nice confirm. But massive jump in for Zombie right there. Getting this damage and also popping that level 2, which again, this is very dangerous. Especially because you are in the corner and the Blanca-chan is out and it is activated. You're going to get mixed up. Tried to grab. But sadly that the block stun was there. Beautiful stuff right there. Getting that grab. Again with the grab, one with the overhead, beautiful. It did connect. We're gonna see a little bit of combo here. Yep, getting that level 2 off. Gonna try to extend as much as he can just to get as much damage. Now it did come out. He did try to grab, but he whiffed. It was just one more hit. Beautiful tech right there. Throwing out projectile. The EX Blanca ball did come out. Both of them being really patient right now. Just trying to see. Just one more hit is all EC needs, and just like that, EC taking a game point.
Yeah, just able to go ahead and find the damage he needed. And once again, just starting the round out early with a nice punish counter, playing a bit of more of a footsie game here. Zombie answering back to get himself out of the corner. Another wake up DP. We've been seeing them just rip it this entire set so far, Challenger.
Most definitely. Oh my god, and the anti-air coming in from Zombie is just beautiful. But the EXDP, again, EC just letting this rip. He knows Zombie's gonna try to commit to like any kind of meaty. Beautiful stuff. Oh my god, the air grab. We love to see this around here. Here we go though. Beautiful stuff. Yep. Again with the grab. Try to press a button, but did get called out by the level 1 from EC. Gotta be really careful. But the up ball again. We're just letting anything rip around here. Again with the up ball. We love it.
Yeah, just throwing back and forth. We've seen from both of these players, I mean, even not just in this set, they are confident enough to go ahead and challenge someone's offense. It's kind of been the theme this entire time right now.
Most definitely. One with the side switch and one with the grab. Beautiful. Really getting that mix up. But again, we let these DPs rock. We don't care around here. Your offense? Nah, it's fake. Here we go. Using that level 2. Yup. Let's see a good amount of damage off of this. Ooh. Beautiful. Oh my god, went with the mix-up, trying to make sure that EC was going to attempt to press a button. You are burnt out as well, so this is very dangerous for you. Beautiful grab, getting that counter hit grab and just ending it right there. Zombie showing himself he's alive and getting a point.
Yeah, and that's the kind of momentum you need, especially against a player like EC. We've seen them, I wouldn't say fold, but kind of just lose the grip of the situation right here, and this might be the opening Zombie needs to go ahead and steal the momentum for the rest of the set.
Most definitely. Again with the grab is this pressure. Calling out that DP is what Zombie just did. This is going to hurt a lot. The Blanca-chan is out, so that threat is looming as well. And the DP, both of them traded with the Blanca ball and the DP. Here we go, though. Beautiful round start. Oh my god, EC getting something off. Oh, called out the grab. Just like that is what EC did, getting Zombie into the corner, but jumping out is what Zombie did. Now getting EC into the corner. Good air to air, just getting him out. There you go, one light punch. Just honestly putting this pressure up more and more. Just attempting to not let Zombie out no matter what. Beautiful, but the EXDP again comes out. We love to see this. Oh, and the light punch. Just enough to end that round.
Yeah, just continuous scrambles there, and EC just coming out on top. It almost seems like it's anyone's game down to the end of the round. It's just whoever, it seems like whoever really gets the grip at the last, you know, quarter of the health bar is going ahead and closing things out here.
Most definitely. Again, both of them being really careful with each other right now, especially because EC is on set point. So Zombie is more inclined to just go ham and just attempt to do anything. And we got a little bit, the child is out as well. Good grab. Deactivated. No, good overhead though. The ball is out, and again, just one more hit is what Zombie needs to get another point. Just like that, doing a grab. Again, one hit is all he needs. The EC is fighting back, and oh, the Blanca ball is enough. Zombie getting another point.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. This is the situation that EC found himself against Ruffian, where he just kind of just lost the momentum and just slowly watched it slip away. So Zombie just taking advantage of it right now, continuing to find themselves in advantageous positions here, getting a trade, but able to go ahead and find some corner carry off of it. Another baited DP. Doll should be able to come out here, and EC is going to be in a world of trouble.
Definitely. Oh, and beautiful air grab right there. Getting him out of the air, just, oh, with the grab, but able to get a little bit of something, couldn't connect the electric. Oh, beautiful stuff right there. ISI just calling that out. Gonna try to put this pressure, both of them traded. Oh, and just a low light punch, just a little tap, a little love tap just to end that round.
All right, well, Zombie just flips the script here and is now just one round away from taking this entire set. And it seems like EC just losing control of the situation. The level 2 is almost on deck for Zombie. They are getting slowly walked down into the corner here.
Most definitely. And again, try to do a jump over, but this DI was massive. Getting that wall splat, a little bit of a combo, trying to do something, but that air grab from Zombie was enough to turn the tables. Over here. Nope. Get something off. Both of them being really patient right now, attempting to find something, just one little hit to connect or convert anything off of. Beautiful stuff. Oh, beautiful air there, getting him out of there. Again, this pressure of what Zombie's trying to do is just seeming like a lot. Getting that grab. I'm going to see the pressure continue more and more. But we do have to be careful because CA is on the side of EC. Blanca ball. Just one more hit is what Zombie needs, and just like that, Zombie taking it 3-2 over ISI.
Yeah, just how we saw earlier with Ruffian, it just seems like the Blanca mix-up after a while just continues to drain that mental strength on the side of EC, and Zombie's going to be taking it 3-2. It's just a game of momentum at this point. It's one of the things about Street Fighter 6 is situations can really get out of hand really fast, and if you don't, go ahead and put the genie back in the bottle, you can watch yourself, get in a situation where you can get reverse 3-0, just like we saw on screen there.
Most definitely, and it seems, again, EC was able to, like, get a lot of momentum, but the moment it was over, it was crashing and burning a little bit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, and that is going to be our final 6 now. We are going to have Jewel Man and Bareface over in winners finals. Losers quarter is going to consist of Ruffian MX, Rude KSX, Hebe Reedy, and now Zombie. So the Blanca army is still standing strong here over on loser's side. I want to remind you folks at home, if you are enjoying the action, if you have not yet, use that Matcherino code down below to go ahead, if you're feeling generous, throw a little bit of moolah into that pot for these players here tonight. And if you have not yet, please follow the channel to keep up to date with all the streams and action over here at CIFGC Network Clash. With the remaining 6 here, Challenger, I mean, the cream of the crop here, the strongest players so far. Now that it's down to Jewel Man, Bareface, Ruffian, MX, Rude KSX, Hebe Reedy, and Zombie, after running this decathlon of these killers, who do you think is looking the most dominant so far in bracket?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna go with the odd one out. I'm gonna say Bareface. Hopefully, that man can cook. All right. We gotta show the modern players some love. I'm hoping he wins. I'm hoping this man wins.
Yeah, and it is the X factor of, not only Ryu or Shoto you don't really see too often, but then that extra layer of the modern player on top of it. It might not be something that, too many people are ready for, especially playing in these online brackets. Modern players are few and far between at this point. When it comes to notable ones, I mean, I can't even really think of too many off the top of my head. You can throw Femshep out there, who is a modern Marissa, but the modern army is kind of dwindling down here, but they might have a new warrior with Bareface.
And it is always cool to see. Now, potentially, if Ruffian and Zombie win their sets, we could see the mirror match. But here we go, though. Rude KSK versus Ruffian. Getting that grab off immediately is what we love to see. Just trying to establish his pressure, and again, getting a grab. We might see another one. Nope, but just continuing pressing buttons right here.
Yeah, playing at a very particular rage, just trying to throw some pokes out there. We've seen the crouching medium to crouching heavy, just trying to keep Jamie at bay. One of those characters that can play footsie really well and just kind of button their way out of the corner here. Ruffian and MX just doing a great job of keeping them in the corner. A great DP to go ahead and get themselves out of there, and they're going to go right back to neutral, and that should be another drink on deck for Rude KSX.
So I'm trying to throw that child out, but Rude is just not phased by any of it. Just keeping the pressure up, calling him out for that, trying to grab. But again, Ruffian was able to get a grab, throwing him into the corner a little bit. Tried to parry, just immediately putting this pressure up. Good stuff right there. Just trying to get this pressure up, but in doing so, KSK did burn himself out, so you have to be really careful. But Ruffian popping that level 2, activating the child, tried the level 1, and it didn't work because the child did clip him.
Yeah, the tough part there is you look for the punish, you hold the block, the child just kind of messes up the punish there. A drive reversal, you're almost daring someone to press a button there, and with the level 2, enough damage to carry with another Blanca ball there to close out the first round for Ruffian MX. It seems like they're in control for most of this time here. Rude KSX is just trying to play that neutral game. Ruffian really wants none of it here.
Most definitely, but Rude just attempting to get Ruffian into the corner, but Ruffian just able to just fight back a little bit. Beautiful stuff right there, getting Rude into the corner. Doing that grab. Are we going to see another one potentially? Ooh, calling him out for thinking that he was going to grab. We're going to see a lot of damage here, putting the child down. Here we go, though. Attempting to just honestly put that threat again. Just that threat is looming. It is scaring Rude. Here we go, though. Rude just trying to get a little something off. Beautiful stuff right there. Getting a little combo. Yup, we're going to see a drink. Oh, beautiful. Tried to chase him down, but he did electric. And called him out for the parry right there. Ruffian taking a point. We go again. Beautiful round start, trying to do that palm. Just continuing, getting a drink off. Perfect parry. We're going to see him chase him down. Yup. Putting him into the corner, but that up ball did get him out of there. Trying to grab. Yup. Perfect parry. Do love to see this. You are getting put in the corner, but again, the up ball is there. Parry, yup. Chasing him down into the corner, getting another drink. And the parry is out, so he does have to deal with it. And just like that, oh, the overhead did connect. Beautiful stuff right there. Gonna continue it. Gonna use as much meter as it takes. Gonna potentially see a level 1. No. Oh, the reverse DI did get him out of that situation. Just one more hit is all he needs, and there we go. Rude able to find it. Here we go, though. Keep this up, we're getting him out of the air. We love to see this, continuing this kind of pressure right here. Getting another drink. We are at 2. Both of them just staring each other down. Beautiful stuff. Calling him out for the parry as well. Again, calling him out for the parry. He is burnt out. This is very scary. The DI coming out, but reacting with the level 3. Making sure he's staying alive out here.
Yeah, the tough part about that, he is in burnout, so now he has nothing to defend himself. If you know anything about Jamie, he's going to come in with that raw DR and look for that heavy punch. Might have looked for it there. Gets caught with the air ball in reverse. And it seems like Ruffian is not really minding the burnout here. Just kind of playing a game of cat and mouse. There's the drive rush we were talking about earlier. And Ruffian puts himself back in the corner, but right back online in time.
Most definitely just one more hit is all Ruffian needs as well. Oh, but it seems like the command grab is coming out from Rude. And just confirming that Rude taking a point. 1-1 so far. Tied up. Here we go, though. Beautiful stuff. Amazing round start. Again, you got to protect them toes a little bit. Here we go. Taking another drink. Just both being really patient. Oh, tried to palm. Beautiful tech right there. So let's continue this combo, making sure Ruffian just stays in the corner. Ruffian does manage to fight his way out a little bit. Oh, but right back into the corner is where you're gonna go. Beautiful grab right there. Gonna take another drink. We are at 4, and this is where it gets really dangerous for him. And just, oh, but beautiful, perfect pair right there. Throwing him into the corner. Oh, tried the EXDP. You did getting hit for your troubles for it. Beautiful side swap right there, using that level 2. Gonna continue this combo a little bit more, putting down the Blanca-chan, activating, and you gotta be really careful, and the slide is enough to kill Ruffian, taking that round.
Yeah, just able to really get the party started with the level 2 there, and that's exactly where Rude KSX has really lost control of the situation. A perfect parry there to start things off early, get in some corner carry, does have the level 3 and sneaks a drink right in.
Again, Ruffian just trying to continue this pressure, trying to do anything, but Rude is able to call him out on some of the things. Beautiful stuff right here. Trying to get another drink. We are at 4 already, so early on, but Ruffian able to get out of the corner. Right here. Ooh, good tech right there from both players. Using that up ball EX to get out and call him out on that. And the Blanca-chan is out and activated, so this is very threatening. Getting that grab, yup, using that level 2 now.
Yeah, should be able to attack the drive gauge here of Rude KSX, not parrying any of it. They're going to end up in burnout. Facing the corner here, does have the critical art to get himself out of a bad spot. No commitment yet on the DI. Another Blanca-chan is down. It's time to guess.
Most definitely. You are going to get burned out. And oh! Just like that, Ruffian taking another point. Here we go, though. Trying to use that EX Blanc down ball. Ooh, calling him out on the grab. Beautiful. We love to see that. Getting that damage off, and we're going to see the pressure keep continuing on and on. The EXDP does come out, getting Rude out of the corner. You getting a drink, but got perfect. Parried the Blanca ball. See this? It is seeming like they are trading a little bit here and there, but again, Ruffian just coming out on top. Another good grab, and just like that, Ruffian taking that round.
Yeah, he's able to find the counter pokes he needed that entire round so far, and Ruffian MX might have just cracked the code here, starting their offense on early, and Rude KSX in the corner. The level 2 is live, the Wild Beast is coming out, and you should see a doll come out right after this, and some nice Oki on the side of Ruffian.
But the EXDP does come out on Rude's side, getting out of the corner, make sure that Child is not there anymore. Beautiful stuff. Oh, tried the dive kick to get him out of the air and hit the Blanca ball, but again, Ruffian is just not letting him do anything. He's just continuing this pressure, using that electric and taking that, just like that. Ruffian taking the set.
Yeah, it seemed like Rude KSX was a little unfamiliar with the burnout situations there, and just the amount of the way the frame data was working in that situation. We saw him in the corner there, low on drive gauge, and Ruffian, excuse me, Ruffian MX just able to use the OD electricity to keep the party going. But the main factor of that entire game was just the level 2. As soon as it came out, it just seemed like Rude KSX was forced to be on the back foot, and they weren't really 100% comfortable in those situations.
Most definitely, and you know, some stuff might have been a little bit of knowledge, because it's honestly tough. It's tough out here with these Blancas, because you know, once that level 2 pops up, you have to really be careful, especially with that Blanca-chan, because anything can just activate them, and it might be GG's. It might, especially if you're burnt out.
Yeah, so that is going to close out that first losers quarterfinal match. Ruffian MX is going to be punching their ticket over to losers semifinals. They will be facing the winner of Hebe Reedy and Zombie. Hebe Reedy been rocking that Marissa all night, has been in some slugfest this entire time. Blanca, one of those characters though, you know, if you're going to get in a scrap and, you know, start really swinging for the fences, they're going to hit you hard. So if you're Hebe Reedy, how do you approach this match against Zombie and another Blanca we're going to see on screen?
Definitely, I think we should probably be seeing a lot more of the armor being used, especially from the Gladius punch or the Superman punch. But you do have to be careful in the fact of it could just be up ball or EX. So, you know, it can turn sideways very quickly. But here we go, though, getting into this first game. Immediately starting off. Oh, there we go. There's the Gladius punch. The perfect parry. Beautiful. Would you love to see that using the up ball? Ooh, tricking Hebe Reedy into thinking he was going to commit. Right there. Both of them trading right there. Again, just trying to just make sure Zombie is trying to respect as much Hibiridi as he can. But the Blanca ball does come out. The slide as well. Oh, tried to do the Gladius, but got grabbed out of it.
Yeah, Zombie right now just finding these perfect punishes. We've seen multiple counter hits this entire time. Hibiridi in the corner now, and Burnout is going to have to commit to the level 1 of the DI comes, but here comes the Gladius to get him, go ahead and get himself some space here. Go ahead and chopping at the drive gauge of Zombie right now. A nice neutral jump lands, and Zombie is going to go ahead and, you know, we talked about it earlier before the round started. Blanca is known to get, you know, the better of these bit of scrambles here, and Zombie showing that true.
Most definitely. Here we go. Again, this pressure is just amazing from Hibiridi right now. But Zombie's going to try to find a way to just open him up. Oh, beautiful stuff right there from Hibiridi. Using that DI. Again, the up ball connecting just like that. Switching the tables. Putting Hibiridi into the corner as much as he can. Just like that. Both of them being really patient. Just trying to see who's going to mess up first. And that Gladius punch does connect. Here we go. Again, both players being really patient. Went into the down stance. Oh, and the kick did connect, but couldn't get anything off of it. Beautiful anti-air right there. Perfect parry. Tried to do something, but it did not connect. And Hibiridi hitting him for his troubles, taking that round.
Yeah, save jump situation. They're just catching Zombie off guard. Look for the perfect parry and try to strike right after. Hibiridi able to close out the round. Best part about that is they didn't have to spend any meters. They are sitting with that level 3 in their back pocket and can turn the tide early.
Most definitely getting that grab off though. Tried the perfect parry right there, but couldn't get it. Beautiful stuff right there. Honestly, Hibiridi trying to fight his way out. Ooh, getting called out for that. But again, trying to mix up. Yup, Hibiridi jumping.
Well here. Zombie does have that level 3 on deck. See if they begin to attack. A rainbow ball lands for him, gets the conversion off of it, and a punish counter throw, and they're just gonna go coast to coast. Hibiridi is on the back foot.
Most definitely. Again, both of them just trying to fight, but Hibiridi trying to just fight more because you are burnt out now. This is going to be very dangerous for you. Are you going to respond? Yep, beautiful anti-air, just going immediately into the level 3, and just like that, Zombie getting a point on the board.
Yeah, it's a bit of a slugfest back and forth. 1 round apiece. Zombie able to go ahead and get control of those scrambles there. You hate to see it on the side of Hibiridi, but dying on that level 3 definitely isn't ideal. See how they change things up here on their defensive options.
Most definitely. And again, just Zombie going immediately gas to the pedal, trying to put as much pressure as he can, trying to see what Hibiridi's going to attempt to do. And the Superman did come out, but they did trade. Beautiful stuff here, using that Blanca ball. Ooh, chasing him down is what Hibiridi's doing, getting this combo off, and just like that, as we're seeing, folks, this hurts a lot.
Yeah, Zombie's health just immediately disappearing to start things off here, using the hop to get in, and Hibiridi back in the corner.
Definitely using these. Yup, we love to see this. Getting that grab off. This is where the offense really is going to start. Ooh, try to reverse the eye, but you did get called out for it. This is going to hurt. Blanca-chan is out. The child did hit, and just like that, Zombie taking a point. Or not taking a point, taking a round.
Yeah, it's continued just winning the scramble situations. It's been the theme the entire time here. Does have that level 2 on deck, and they like to pop it early. Hibiridi in the corner using the Gladius. We've seen it land a couple of times to get some of these hard reads off.
Most definitely. And again, just getting this little combo off, just continuing this pressure. We love to see this kind of stuff around here. Oh, called out the drive rush. Beautiful stuff right here. Oh, air to air. Both of them traded though. Right, Zombie's starting to seem to get more pressure off. Really, just going by the stance. Beautiful stuff right there, calling out the drive rush. Really trying to just keep this pressure up, trying to be really patient. Level 3 is on Zombie's side. Both of them have CA on the oh, just like that, throwing it out. Oh, it didn't connect it, just like that. Zombie getting his chance and taking that. Another point on the board for him.
Yeah, an excellent punish there. Just another hard guess on the side of Hibiridi. We talked about earlier how, you know, playing Marisa, you kind of have to take those hard guesses. It's just not working out for him that time. Zombie finding himself a nice punish and starting off game number 3 just looking on point as usual.
Most definitely. Definitely got to see if Hibiridi is able to honestly adapt, which we might see, but there we go. Getting something off. Trying to put as much pressure, but Zombie just jumping over, denying the fact that he's in the corner. Beautiful stuff right there, calling out that Gladius punch, getting that grab off. We love to see this. The pressure is going to keep continuing, connecting the overhead, going to get a combo. Again, this is very scary. You are low health as well, and DI just like that. Ooh, beautiful. Converting and just taking that round. Set point for Zombie.
Yeah, just changing gears completely. It's not really the scramble game that won Zombie that last round. Just complete dominant offense. Level 2 is on deck now, and just seems like they're winning neutral. There are a few Gladiuses landing on the side of Hebe Reedy, but Zombie just coming on top of these interactions. Hebe Reedy starting to cook here. Zombie in a bad spot.
Most definitely. Here we go. Continuing this beautiful tip right there from Zombie. Ooh, calling out that Gladius punch. Really getting behind it and just walking up and grabbing. We love to see this, but the pressure is going to continue. Went into the stance. You are going to get thrown down for your troubles. One with the side switch, really trying to mix them up right now. Beautiful stuff using the DI. And again with the DI, but Hebe Reedy was ready with the level 3, and it is CA, so there's going to be a lot of damage, folks. Just like that. Ooh, Hebe Reedy taking the round.
Yeah, Hebe Reedy had to pull it there in burnout, had to go ahead and blow the entire thing, but it is going to keep him alive here. Tough part about that is Zombie is going to have that level 3 sitting on deck, and Hebe Reedy starting things out earlier by getting mixed up.
Most definitely. Here we go again. Trying to go with the Blanca Bolt. Ooh, beautiful stuff right there. Going for the grab immediately. Just trying to mix him up as much as he can. Gladius Punch does connect, though. Getting with the stance. There we go. Try to go with the Gladius Punch again. Ooh, just going right underneath it and hitting you for your troubles. Gotta be really careful. Again with the grab. It's looking really dangerous now. The overhead did connect, and just like that, Zombie taking it 3-0 against Hebe Reedy.
Yeah, we talked about it the entire time. You know, it's a game of scrambles, and, you know, oops, excuse me. Zombie just able to make the most of it every single time. The Marissa is one of those characters, you know, that does hit a little bit harder, but just not able to get their hands on Blanca there. Cashing out the level 3 did keep them alive there in the last game, but it just seemed like Zombie was just able to go ahead and pretty much maximize every opportunity he had compared to what Hebe Reedy was doing.
Just honestly, just taking advantage of any single hit he could get, using meter, but always making sure I have enough to where I wouldn't burn myself out. But good stuff to Hebe Reedy though, making some solid, good few reads on Zombie, just calling him out on a couple things in the corner, especially with his level 1s and everything. But honestly, love to see it.
And it is going to be moving Zombie over to losers, semis, and you alluded to it earlier. We do have the opportunity now to see that Blanca mirror match between Zombie and Rufy and MX. Not only two of the best players coming out of Mexico, but two of the best Blanca players in North America, period. So the tough part about a mirror match, and I always tell people this, is that especially when you play a character like Blanca that kind of relies on, you know, certain tricks and forcing hard guesses out of your opponent, is now the tricks are kind of, you know, they're dismissed here. Both players are masters of the character. They know the mix-ups, they know the setups, they know different things you want to do with the doll. So see if the pace of the match gets slowed down a little bit here and becomes more of a footsie game, which we're not really used to seeing Blanca players do.
Oh yeah, most definitely. It'll definitely seem weird. I'm feeling like we're gonna see maybe a lot of slides. I feel like that might be the key here. We might see a lot of slides around here.
Yeah, it definitely is a hard commitment. It's one of those moves too where it's nice if you catch your opponent off guard, because Blanca does want to play off of Oki, off of hard knockdowns. You will get one of those hard knockdowns with the slide, the Amazon River Run. But if it's blocked, I mean, I believe that's a negative like 11 move or something, so it's gonna hit hard. You can't get a full launch with Blanca, and that's exactly where he really starts to cook. But those questions will be answered here just shortly, and what we expect to be a Blanca mirror match. I'm not sure if Rufy and MX or Zombie are masters with other characters, but we've seen here tonight we are going to be full of surprises with whether it's going to be Hebe Reedy, you know, shutting down someone like Liquid O. If we're going to see someone like Bareface come out of nowhere, the surprises keep on coming. But we are going to be moving over to winners final side. It's going to be Bareface and Jewelman here, the modern Ryu and the fan favorite Honda kicking things off here.
And just like as we saw, the modern reactions, we love to see that right here. Oh, calling the headbutt out. Both of them did trade though. Good stuff using that donkey kick, but you gotta protect your toes as well. Using that butt slam to continue the combo. Again, this pressure seemed pretty good. The solar plexus did connect though. Gonna continue the combo. Gonna try to drag you to the corner as much as he can. The Hashogeki did come out as well. Ooh, EXDP, we love to see that. Trying to throw a little bit of fireballs, but again, the donkey kick. He did get the Genkin charge as well, using it on the Hashogeki, and beautiful, taking that round.
Yeah, it just seems like Joe-Man wasn't able to get any offense going. That modern DP is going to be an issue. It does shut down that full screen fireball if Bareface is ready for it. And we see here Joe-Man just getting walked down to the corner. A perfect parry lands. It's a save jump. Can't get a throw off of it.
Most definitely. Just trying to get anything off. Starting to see that he's not protecting, you know, he's not guarding low at all. So you might try to go for that more. But again, in the corner, got to be really careful, especially against Honda. Oh, and both of them did trade. The DI does come out, but Bareface able to react to it. Using their solar plexus, gonna use that to continue the combo into level 3. We're gonna see a burnout here, folks.
Yeah, very smart to get the burnout going. Gonna force Joe-Man to either guess to pull the trigger or hold his defense. Might see some hot Shogekis to come go ahead and build some offense. Joe-Man looking to the skies for answers, finds none, and here comes Bareface on the attack. The donkey kick closing things out. Not sure if that was enough chip or if Joe-Man was pressing a button, but either way, Bareface is gonna put themselves on the board here first.
Most definitely using that headbutt. Round start again, it connecting. Here we go though. Really trying to get something up for the EX headbutt again, just denying anything he tried to do. The headbutt anti-air, EXDP, wrong answer, and you're gonna pay for it with your life just like this. Oh, taking it perfectly. Joe-Man getting around.
Yeah, Joe-Man just playing a one-player game there. Bareface with some hard guesses, but not enough to really get Joe-Man off of his axis there. And we see it again in this round. Joe-Man just continuing to put the pressure on. Bareface not exactly ready for the butt slam here.
Well, definitely using that hot Shogeki, trying to get as much. Oh, and there we go. The modern DP. Oh, the headbutt does come out though. Just trying to put this pressure up. The butt slam does come out. Oh, and again, the modern DP is out here. The reactions are too good. I praise the sun, getting that stock up a little bit. The headbutt does come out as well. Oh, beautiful stuff. Went with the low. It did connect, converting off of it. We're going to see a level 1 right there, getting a bunch of damage, but not enough to kill. But that will. 2 light punches. Joe-Man putting himself on the board, and it is tied.
Yeah, Joe-Man just not really giving Bareface a chance to play there. Bareface opening up with a nice low forward. We alluded to it earlier. You are going to have to watch your toes here. Bareface cashing out early. Joe-Man with his back to the wall, but getting out with the hunter hand slap, and he goes ahead and drops it to find a punish counter throw to set up some more praising of the sun.
Well, so both of them being really patient right now, trying to see who's going to do something first. That donkey kick. Oh, beautiful. 100 hand slap. Praising the sun right there. The headbutts are coming out, just trying to see what is Bareface gonna do, considering Joe-Man does have the life lead.
Yeah, gonna have to go for some hard reads here. The butt slam continues to land. Bareface just doesn't look ready for it there, but he does pull out the ODDP to go ahead and turn the tide on Joe-Man. Finds the wall slide off at the DI, and this might be the opening he needs to get the offense going.
He's definitely just trying to get something. The EX hands did come out, and just like that, the light punch into the headbutt. Joe-Man taking that round. Here we go though. Again, starting off really nice, but calling out the drive rush is what Bareface is gonna do. One with the overhead connecting, getting Joe-Man into the corner. Oh, but couldn't call out the butt slam in time. Just like that. The turns have tabled. Beautiful stuff right there. Again, just continuing this pressure. This is really dangerous. You are burnt out as well. The DI is a really threatening right here. Using that level 3 as well. Joe-Man.
Yeah, not going to be enough to kill here, but it's going to be disaster for Bareface. They do have that modern super wake-up, see if Joe-Man's aware of it. Not committing to a head, but yeah, just trying to bait something out, throwing out that medium punch, just whiffing it, hoping that he catches Bareface just a little too itchy on the trigger finger.
Most definitely just being really patient right now. He's going to get his drive gauge back. Oh, released the headbutt, but it wasn't enough in time because Bareface did think about it, and just like that, doing the DP into the level 3. Bareface taking this round, securing himself still alive.
Yeah, it's not working out too bad for Joe-Man there. You did lose the round, but you went ahead and, you know, some people will call it meter bait, you know, but it is going to be 1 round apiece here, tied up 1-1, and Joe-Man finding the command grab early, and Bareface putting themselves in the corner very early here.
Most definitely. Here we go though. Just really continuing this pressure. Oh, try to DP in it with, but there was no punish for it. Beautiful stuff right there, using that 100 hand slap. The donkey kick is coming out. Beautiful stuff right there, continuing that with the fireball. The butt slam did come out again. Oh, beautiful jump in right there from Joe-Man. Getting that damage. Did try to go for the overhead, but it did get blocked. So again, the donkey kick is coming out. Both of them really trying to be really patient with each other. Oh, the light kick into the donkey kick. charging up these Genkin charges. Beautiful stuff. And the modern DP is what we're seeing right here, folks. Again, no answer to that. Beautiful stuff right there. Reacting again with the modern DP. Going with the grab. Yep, we're going to see another one potentially. No. Okay, but getting something off is what Bareface is able to do. Using that level 2. Hitting it, and just like that, Bareface getting a point on the board.
Yeah, Bareface just able to shut down a lot of the offensive options with that modern DP we were talking about. But a Kara cancel command throw there for Jewelman early. That's what he's known for. Getting a little whiff out of there, trying to see if he can get Bareface guessing. Jewelman is known to play those mining games to try to bait a hard read at full screen.
Most definitely. Again, this damage is a lot. He's got to be really careful about it. And just like that, going with the grab. Jewelman taking that round. Here we go, though. Just off rip with the 100-hand slap. We love to see this. Again, going with the headbutt, connecting something. Let's see, doing the donkey kick, just trying to get as much space away from him as he can. Just trying to keep those plus frames. But again, Jewelman is just not phased. Beautiful right there. Getting out of the situation is what Bareface did. Go. Just we let it rip around here. We let it rip even right in front of the enemy. Just throwing out these fireballs. Beautiful jumping right there from Jewelman. 100-hand slap into the level 3. Jewelman making it tied 2-2. Here we go, though. Final game for both of these players. Beautiful tech right there. Using that headbutt. Ooh, both of them traded. Here we go. Yep, using that DP. And with the donkey kick. Good parry right there. Tried the perfect parry right there, but wasn't able to get off. But there we go. Getting that perfect parry into the grab. Grabbed again. Are we going to see another? No. Pressing a button, but that DP again coming out. Beautiful anti-air. Tried the perfect parry again. Donkey kick start coming out. He's trying to put the pressure on as much as he can. Go. Beautiful stuff. Able to convert something. We're going to see a lot of damage coming from this. Yep. And just went with the grab immediately. Go, no, donkey kick again. Oh, went with the DI and called him out on the Hasho Geki, getting hit for his troubles, and Jewelman on set point.
Yeah, just cashing out big damage the entire time. We've just seen Bareface on the back foot this entire time. Every single time we've seen Jewelman win around is because Bareface isn't really able to get a lot of offense off. I love the wake up super there to go ahead and get some space. It's a big risk, but it paid off for him.
Most definitely. Again, just trying to get some more space, using that donkey kick. Tried the perfect parry there, but again, donkey kick has come out. He did get the Genkin charge. Just try to continue as much as he can. Now putting Jewelman into the corner, getting grabbed. We're going to see another one, potentially. No! But continue that combo right there. Went with the overhead. It did get blocked. Tried the perfect parry again, but beautiful stuff right here. Connecting that into the EXDP. Bareface. Final game and final round.
Yeah, both players with that level 3 as well. The tide can turn very early here. A nice DP to keep Jewelman out of the skies. Continuing the momentum here. They found a lot of drive rush tick throw here. Let's see if that's something that carries them the rest of the round.
Most definitely. Oh! Tried the EX command grab, but there was no punish for that. Here we go, though. Beautiful stuff. Just honestly trying to check each other for what they're trying to do right now. Beautiful jumping right there. Able to just do these and just get something off of it. Beautiful stuff. Oh, couldn't convert though. And the butt slams are coming out. 100-hand slap, and we're gonna potentially see the level 3. Yup, coming out. CA. So this is gonna do a lot of damage, but I don't think potentially enough to kill. No, still alive with just a little bit. The level 3 came out. Oh, and just like that, Jewelman taking it. 3-2.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier, how Jewelman's like able to get those mind games going and bait things from full screen. You wouldn't think Honda would be a character that's able to do that, but we saw to finish the round out, a raw drive rush into a purposeful whiff command grab to bait the level 3, almost using the reactions of Bareface against him. And Jewelman is going to punch their ticket into grand finals.
Which means we're going to be seeing Jewelman. I mean, I'm kind of excited for that. I want to see the run back. If it does happen, I'd love to see this run back. especially with both players knowing each other now, you know, especially with how they play.
Yeah, it is interesting because, you know, we talked about it before. Joelman is used to playing players like Ruffian and Zombie in other online brackets, but Bareface being that, you know, brand new face, no pun intended, might throw a monkey wrench in it. You saw Joelman, you know, I wouldn't say he struggled per se, but it was a very, very close match being 3-2 there. But we will see who is going to be at that final showdown with Joelman, because next up we are going to have in losers semi-finals. Winner moves on, loser goes home between Ruffian, MX, and Zombie. Expected to be a Blanca mirror match. And, you know, we talked about the dynamic earlier of it being a mirror match. You don't really have those tricks that your opponent doesn't know yet because you're so well versed in the characters. How would you approach a mirror match, especially between two characters that are so chaotic?
Honestly, just whatever button you have that's just long reaching, just throw it out, especially if it's safe. I feel like Blanca-chan is also just going to be thrown out in neutral and maybe just activated just for like the, hey, it's here. You got to respect me at this point.
Yeah, one of the tougher things whenever I play a Blanca mirror match that I always deal with, and it's one of the funniest things possible, but both of you will throw a Blanca-chan on screen and you'll kind of forget whose is whose, or someone will throw theirs and you think is yours and you try to activate it and you're like, hey, wake up, bro. Like, come on, go do something.
Go, why aren't you doing anything?
So it's one of those things where you gotta kind of get really used to it. But Ruffian, MX, and Zombie, you know, they're no strangers to each other. They're both in that Mexican circuit, and I'm sure they run into each other on ranked a lot. Both very high up there when it comes to the MR. So very, very interesting match coming up. And you know, you want to say it's a good thing if you win, but the bad part is you have a date with Bareface right after in losers finals, and that's another loser goes home situation. But definitely want to be punching your ticket into that top 3, especially with the prize pool growing little by little. Here we are at $32.25. For you folks at home who have not yet used that Matcherino command down below to go ahead and head over to the Matcherino, and I believe there are some free codes to claim, some sponsor quests, or if you're feeling a little generous, go ahead and throw some money into that pot to go ahead and support these fighters. And if you have not yet, as the action winds down here at CIFGC Network Clash, go ahead and follow the channel if you have not done so yet to keep up with the action over here at CIFGC and more action-packed Street Fighter. And we talked about a challenger. It is going to be the Blanca mirror match, and just to boot, it's 2 Blanca-chan costumes just to make it even more of a bit of a chaotic situation.
Here we go though, getting that grab off, especially that Blanca-chan is behind Zombie as well, so you gotta be really careful. It did get activated, but the child did go over. Here we go though, again, perfect parry. Both of these players know what to expect from each other at this point. Here we go, beautiful stuff right here. The electric did come out. Again, the Blanca balls are just numerous out here today. We're just letting it rip. Oh, and the slide, there we go, but the up ball EX did get him out of that situation.
Almost seemed like Zombie walked back for a bit there thinking that was his Blanca-chan. It's one of those funnier parts of this matchup we talked about. Right now, able just to, you know, fight himself a little bit more straight hits. It has been a bit chaotic with the Blanca balls here, but a nice whiff light ball for the punish counter throw there. Ruffian starting to get his offense going.
It's definitely getting that grab off. Ruffian is trying to run with the mix up using that level 2. Gonna continue the combo. Whiff completely. Here we go. Try to go with the both of them using the light kick. All right, getting that grab off. Yep, beautiful, just like that. Ruffian taking that round.
Yeah, Ruffian popping that level 2, looking for the up ball there. It's supposed to be a forward heavy ball, but it works out for him either way. He gets himself an OD ball and a nice little air-to-air combo on top of it, but Zombie answering right back, and here comes the level 2 on his side.
Most definitely going to extend this combo, and this pressure is going to be immense. Yep, there's the Blanca-chan. It did get activated. It did barely clip him again with the Blanca-chan. You're going to get hit for your troubles just like that. The EX Electric coming out. They continue the combo. This is so dangerous. Oh, calling out the Blanca up ball. Zombie taking a round.
Yeah, respect the wake up there. You're kind of low on life, so you're just kind of, you know, fighting for your life at that moment. And right now, 2 wake up OD balls just to start things off. That crouching medium punch, one of those better poke buttons you were talking about earlier. That's going to be kind of how you control neutral here.
And the Blanca-chan is out again. You got to be really careful, especially with this. Oh, calling out the grab. This is going to hurt. And just like that. Oh, using the up ball EX to get out of it. But that light kick will do wonders for him. Ruffian taking a point.
And just a reminder for the folks at home, Zombie is the pink Blanca and Ruffian is the green, in case your eyes are getting a little crossed here.
Getting that grab. Oh, good tech right there from Zombie. stuff. Oh, calling him out. Good anti-air. Getting some good damage on the board using that slide. But the up ball EX is going to be thrown out just like that. But again, both of these players calling each other out on anything they're attempting to do. Good grab out there from Zombie, throwing Ruffian into the corner. Like that, yep, continuing this pressure. But Ruffian is burnt out right now. So this is kind of scary. Oh, good grab. Do love to see this. Web with the side switch.
Yeah, Blanca not a character with good burnout loops. A great level 1 to get some pressure off of him. There still isn't burnout, but finds the OD air, or excuse me, the regular air ball to go ahead and close out the round. Ruffian right now just making the most out of these scrambles.
There's definitely continuing this combo though, and again we're just seeing this. He hits so hard all the time, and we do. Oh, but the AX up ball does get him out of the situation, calling him out just like that, and he is in burnout. This is gonna be very scary again. Using the knees, yup, just attempting to just make sure he doesn't get out just like that, calling him out, making sure this pressure is immense. Beautiful stuff right here. We love to see this. He can't do anything. He can't seem to get out, but Ruffian barely able to fight back using the DI, but Zombie able to answer, and just like that, taking the round.
Yeah, just absolute chaos there. Ruffian on the back foot that time in burnout. It's going to be one of those, oh, there's the slide we were talking about earlier. The burnout is going to be one of the more crucial things in this matchup because Blanca is able to put on a lot of pressure with the Blanca balls and the double knee.
Most definitely. Here we go though. Using that level 1, but it didn't seem to connect. Oh, no, it did connect. Here we go though. Good stuff right there from Ruffian. Just continue this offense. Ooh, beautiful stuff. Getting him out of the air, continue this combo, going into the level 3 immediately, trying to get as much of a, just cashing out, trying to get as much of a life lead as possible. You go though, calling off the up ball just like that, you're getting hit, and we love to see that. Zombie taking a point on the board, and it is tied.
Yeah, just consistent scrambles at times, just Zombie able to make the most of it. Ruffian starting off things early, meeting him in the air and getting himself a throw. More raw drive rush coming in. That's kind of been Ruffian's plan of attack here, is just a raw drive rush and make the higher low guess come out from Zombie.
Most definitely, and as we're seeing so far, it does seem to work. Ooh, using that Blanc ball, tried to meet him in the air, but Zombie was able to beat him. The Blancatron is out, but Zombie is making sure to keep him away from it. Do let's see this EX Blanca ball, yup. Hit his way over. Good pressure right there from Zombie. Not Zombie, Ruffian. Going for the slide, yup. Oh, went with the side switch, but the up ball getting Ruffian out of that situation. And just like that, the air to air. Ruffian taking that round. Beautiful stuff, continuing this pressure. Really making sure that, oh, both of them just switched places right there. The Blancatron is out. You can see he's going for the grab, one with the overhead. It didn't connect, but just like that, the grab sure did. Tried to grab and getting punished for your troubles. The Blancatron is activated. Try to go for the overhead again. Tried to tech, getting called out for it. This is gonna do a lot of damage. Going for the level 1, and just like that, Zombie taking that round.
Yeah, very smart usage of the meter there. Didn't have to pop anything extra besides that level 1 off of the Wild Rift. Tie things up 1 round apiece here and also 1 game apiece. It just continues to be scrambles and hard guesses. Zombie guessing wrong that time. He's going to go ahead and go in the corner, but Ruffian's going to go ahead and pop the level 3 to go ahead and attack the drive gauge of Zombie. He's going to be in a bad spot here on the wake up.
Most definitely, you have to watch out, especially, oh, just like that, using the electric, continuing this pressure. He needs 1 more good hit. Just like that, getting the grab, and just like that, Ruffian taking a point. 2-1 so far. Here we go into the next round though. Again, just off rip with the Blanca ball. We do love to see this. Making sure to hit the lows, trying to make sure, you know, the pressure stays up. Attempting to call him out on anything he can. Beautiful anti-air right there. Going for the grab. Potentially see another one. Ooh, tried to potentially, but did get hit out of it. Zombie getting out of the corner, but that up ball is going to put him back in that situation. The Blancatron, yep. Did get activated. The grab did go off. Go again with another one. 1 more good hit is all Ruffian needs right now. Pressure does seem immense. Good tech right there from Zombie. But Ruffian is burnt out. Backing up a little bit, trying to make sure he keeps this life lead. Just trying to do anything right now just to get that final hit, but Zombie able to connect something. We're gonna see the tides turn a little bit. Yup, Zombie gonna make sure that the pressure just stays on. The monk blind, oh, just like that. Ruffian able to get the hit, taking that round in on set point.
Yeah, it's that crouching medium punch again. Blanca's best poke. Ruffian getting a maximum amount out of it. There's another one there, the crouching medium punch. See if he goes into level 3 to save the drive gauge. He will, and that's going to put him at a massive life lead and also keep himself from going into burnout.
Most definitely, and this is where the mix-up game is going to be crucial because the pressure is on. Beautiful stuff right there, connecting that. It's very scary right now. Okay, Zombie being able to get out of the corner, throwing Ruffian into the corner as well. The EX ball gets called out. You're getting hit for your troubles. The Blanca-chan did come out, and the DI making you stunned. We're gonna see this go into level 3 pretty much. Oh no, didn't go for it. Good stuff for that. With a perfect parry, gonna rush him down. We're gonna see a lot of damage. Ooh, the up ball was enough though to get Zombie out of here. And just like that, Ruffian taking it 3-1 and punching to get to losers finals.
Yeah, we got the answer of who's the stronger Blanca tonight. It just seems like Ruffian was just more aware of, when to spend the meter and when not to. We saw him cash out in a level 3 later on in those games where he was able to keep himself in burnout and just kind of play with the lead and force Zombie to just, you talked about it all night, but just be in these hard guessing situations, have to commit to these hard reads to, to try to go ahead and steal the round away. But Ruffian MX is going to be punching their ticket over into losers finals to have a date with Bareface the Modern Ryu. Good stuff on the side of Zombie, but Ruffian MX is reigning supreme tonight.
Most definitely, and it's going to be very interesting because Ruffian does love to throw out the Blanca balls, but again, we have Bareface with the Modern Ryu who has those modern reactions, so it might be like a tougher battle because he might be able to call out every single Blanca ball.
Yeah, it does remove a layer of the offense. We saw against Jewelman a couple of times he wasn't able to go for the full screen headbutt because of that DP being so quick to come out. It's not necessarily a cheat code, but it does definitely help when you can just press, a direction and one button to shut down one of the bigger offensive options. So see if Ruffian plays more of a footsie game here. We saw him throw out a lot of the crouching medium punch, one of Blanca's best his pokes. It did get a little bit of a nerf this last half a patch of this season, but it's still a very, very strong button to convert into a drive rush off of.
Most definitely, but I'm excited for this just to see how it's gonna go. And just like that, we're getting into it. Time to see, will the Blanca be the one in grand finals, or will the Modern Ryu make it? Beautiful stuff right there, getting a good conversion immediately off the bat, getting Bareface into the corner on the medium punch is just coming out. And we do love to see it. The pressure is on and just continuing. Oh, but Bareface able to connect something, getting Ruffian into the corner. Here we go, though, throwing up these fireballs, using the solar plexus. Beautiful stuff right there. Again, the medium punches, the low medium punches are coming out. Oh, one with a side switch, able to get something. Let's see this one with the Blanca ball into the grab, and just like that, beautiful Ruffian taking that round.
Yeah, just more of those hard guesses. That's one thing that Drillman was able to get away with against Bareface. Is how he finished their last set, was just kind of forcing a hard read there. We saw the light ball into the grab there for Ruffian. He started things off with that crouching medium punch we've been talking about all night and starting to level 2 and mixing things up a little bit there. Didn't decide to go for the damage and looks for another reset.
Definitely. Again with the medium punches, just connecting. I love seeing these out. Here we go though. Beautiful, getting some damage on the board, going with the grab. Yup. Again, try to go for another one, but oh, the EXDP did come out. Again, the Blanca ball did come out. Oh, beautiful. Just one with the light Blanca ball into the grab. Oh, DP'd and called him out just like that. Ruffian
Bareface being a modern player, they are committing to some hard reads like that, looking for the DP, knowing they have it in their back pocket to do it instantly, and just a little too trigger happy there, and it cost them the game. Or excuse me, the game.
Most definitely. Going with the command grab though, such a hard thing to read. Beautiful stuff though. Good stuff right there from Bareface. Ooh, tried to grab, but he wasn't close enough. And these medium punches are just coming out. The best pokes that he has. Good stuff right there. Went for the overhead, but the up ball EX was enough to get him out of the situation. The modern reaction DP, Hashogeki. We love to see this with the DI, but oh, couldn't call it out in time and got hit for his trouble. We got both players being really patient now, trying to see what's up with each other. The DI came out just like that, getting the wall splat, getting a little bit of a combo. Yup, calling him out just like that. Solar plexus is being out there with the grab, but no. And there we go, the modern DP going with the grab again and again, and just like that, Bareface taking that round. Here we go though, beautiful stuff using that EXDP, the up Blanca ball. Oh, to the Tatsu, the solar plexus coming out. You are burnt out, especially against Ryu. This is very scary, but the level 2 is on the board right here. Good stuff, using that slide. With the side switch. Good grab right there. It's that Blanca ball again. Just honestly trying to put as much pressure as he can on Bareface. Even though he is, but the reverse DI did come out. He did get the Genkin charge as well. Throwing out these fireballs. Again, charging up. And these fireballs are just coming out. Beautiful right there. Couldn't convert anything off of it though. Being really patient, but beautiful stuff right there. Doing the DP into level 3. Doing enough damage, but this isn't enough to kill. But he is very low. Just one more hit is all Bareface needs. Trying to rush him down, just bring him to the corner right now. But Ruffian more than likely brewing up a plan just like that. Doing a good amount of damage. Trying to chase him down, but the reversal did come out. Tried to slide. Beautiful stuff. The Blanca ball again coming out. Ooh, you are burnt out. Level 2 is on the board again. Try to continue it. You might get burnt out in the low light kick. Ruffian taking another point on the board. 2-0 so far.
And it just seemed like once he got into burnout, he wasn't able to. We talked about the modern wake up DP there, but just wasn't able to snuff it out off of that level 2 from Rufy and getting the chip out there to finish off the round. Most definitely though. Ken tried to parry. Ooh, beautiful medium punch right there. Making that grab. We love to see this. Just honestly rushing him down, trying not to let him do anything. Charging up. The child is out, just like that EXDP, but it whiffed completely and got blocked, and you're getting hit for your troubles just like that. Ruffian on game, on set point right now. You go throwing out these fireballs. Yup, just making sure the pressure does stay up. And the modern DP, we love to see this. Going for the grab. Oh, didn't go for another. Tried to wait and see if Ruffian was potentially going to do an up ball. The overhead, beautiful stuff. One with the donkey kick. The Hashogeki, gonna keep those plus frames a little bit. So right here, donkey kick, and just like that, Ruffian is burnt out as well. Try to go with the DI, but the slide will be the answer right there. Beautiful stuff. Ruffian just still trying to keep this pressure up, even though he is burnt out. Just going with these grabs. Beautiful stuff right here. Going with the level 2. Get very scary, but again, Bareface does have meter though. Here we go. Continuing this. Oh, into the grab. Not enough, but just one more hit, and just like that, the light kick is enough to win Ruffian the set. 3-0. Yeah, so we won't be seeing the run back with Jewelman and Bareface. It just seemed like the level 2 was just enough to go ahead and throw Bareface off of his axis, just continuing the pressure over and over and forcing those hard guess DPs. And that's exactly why Ruffian MX is going to have a date with Jewelman over in grand finals. What really stuck out to you is the turning point and how Ruffian really stole momentum that entire time.
Oh, most definitely. I think the Blanca chants were just coming out a lot. Honestly, he was doing pretty good, calling him out with the slides, just trying to trick him to commit overly with his DPs, because he does know, again, like you said before, Bareface does commit a lot with the callouts to the point to where it did hinder him a little bit, as we saw, especially with Ruffian, just making him just try to guess completely, like, oh, he's gonna try to do this. No, actually, I was gonna do like something like this.
Yeah, just mixing things up enough to go ahead and just find the punishes he needed. We talked about it even when Zombie was playing Hibiridi. It's just Blanc is just one of those characters that makes the most out of scramble situations, and before you know it, you're in the air and they're ready for a drive rush to go ahead and take half of your life at any moment. Well, that is going to be winding things down here. Grand Finals is coming up next between Jewelman and Ruffian MX. We talked about all night. These players are so used to seeing each other time in and time out as they do enter a lot of online brackets. But we're going to see what tricks they have up their sleeves here in Grand Finals with the Jewelman sitting pretty on winner's side.
Most definitely. Here we go, though. Going on immediately, just going pedal to the metal. Good stuff right here. Again, going to that stance. Oh, but the up ball does get Ruffian out of that situation. But the headbutt again is the answer. Again, we're just letting these rip with the up ball. The anti-air headbutt into the DI, and you're stunned just like this. It's going to be a lot of damage. This is going to hurt a lot, but not enough. No, it was enough. Just like that, Jewelman dominating over the first round. We'll continue this pressure. That's what Ruffian's going to do. Beautiful stuff here. Throwing out the Blanca-chan. Activating. Yep, this is going to be a good combo right here. Beautiful stuff. Look how much damage it did off the bat. Ooh, getting that punish counter grab. But the headbutt is coming out. Perfect parry. We love to see this. Getting dragged into the corner is what you're going to be. Beautiful stuff. Yep, continuing the pressure. Burning out Jewelman just like that. Love to see this. Oh, and going for the grab. Ruffian taking a round just like that. We got the Blanca ball. The OD air ball, I should say. But here we go, though. Continue this pressure. Again, oh my god. Beautiful anti right there from Ruffian. Going into the level 2. Yup, going to try to continue this pressure. Beautiful stuff right there. Continued over and over again, putting down the Blanca-chan. Oh, and the EX headbutt did come out, but Ruffian was able to just jump over it. Beautiful stuff again with the anti-air headbutt. And continuing putting Ruffian into the corner. He is also burnt out, so DI is also a threat. Tried to get a stock. Ruffian was able to hit him out of it. Go 100-hand slap. That butt slam, yup. Just trying to continue with pressure as much as he can into the level 3, but it got blocked, and just like that, Ruffian taking a point.
Yeah, very smart for Ruffian to go ahead and not finish that link there. Most blockers you're going to see are going to throw the back medium kick into the low medium kick, and Jewelman was ready to see that string, but Ruffian just taking his foot off the gas at the right time.
Here we go, though. Ruffian just continuing this combo. Doing a good amount of damage. Again, just trying to keep this pressure up with that grab. Beautiful. We love to see that. Butt slam, but called him out with the up ball. Going with that grab. We're going to see the pressure continue with another grab. And just like that, Ruffian taking that round. Here we go, though. Yep, just using that reverse DI. To see this, continuing putting this pressure up, just making sure Jewelman gets into the corner. Jewelman did fight out though. Both of them being at a stalemate right now, just trying to see who's gonna do what. Oh, calling him out with the butt slam, or not butt slam, headbutt, doing a good amount of damage into the level 2. We're gonna see the combo continue a little bit. Yep, the Blanca-chan is coming out. It did get activated, so we are gonna see the combo extend, and just like that, it was enough to kill Ruffian, taking another point. Here we go, though. Ruffian, or Jewelman seeming very dominant right now, but the up ball again coming out. All right, backing up a bit is what Ruffian's going to do, trying to see what he's going to attempt to do. Again, just throwing out these Blanca balls, trying to see if he's going to answer with anything. The medium punch, but did get hit for his trouble. Ooh, beautiful stuff. Again, calling out these butt slams with the up ball. Okay, putting down the Blanca-chan. Getting a stock as well. Again with the Blanca ball just coming out. But Jewelman able to hit him with the headbutt. This is any man's game right now. Alright, throwing out the Blanca-chan. Just immediately trying to do anything. Just trying to put that threat out there. But he does have Blanca-chan out. Ooh, try to butt slam. But getting hit for your troubles just like that. Ruffian set point to reset it all.
Yeah, just able to completely steal the momentum. We talked about Joelman just trying to set things up, whiffing buttons to bait something out, but Ruffian standing strong and sticking to his game plan. It's working out for him.
Here we go, though. Beautiful stuff. Again, using that Blanca ball, but Joelman was able to call him out. The overhead. The DI. Beautiful. We love to see this 100-hand slap. Just like that, the up ball again. With the EX head, the butt slam. Both of them are burnt out, but it is seeming more dire for Ruffian, and just like that, Joelman chipping Ruffian out and grabbing the round.
And these are situations we've seen Joelman in. We've seen him down 2 games before and was still able to steal the momentum away, and that might be the openings he needs.
Most definitely. Again, level 2 is coming out from Ruffian. Beautiful stuff as we see this combo continue carrying into the corner. We're going to see the Blanca Chan being put down. Yup, beautiful. Oh, perfect parry right there from Joelman, throwing Ruffian into the corner, activating the Blanca Chan. Joelman did get clipped by the Blanca Chan as well. Beautiful parry right there. Like a chop. He's going to continue. Yup. Beautiful stuff right here. Getting this combo into the level 3. Making sure that the drive gauge survives.
Forcing a burnout situation on Ruffian MX as well. All he has to defend himself is that level 1. Joelman coming in with the raw drive rush. Finds the conversion here. One more drive rush to kill it, and it will into the butt slam to close things out. And Joelman has put himself on the board. And not to be a broken record, but we've seen Joelman in these situations before.
Most definitely. Here we go, though. Oh, beautiful anti-air right there. Using the double knees. Gonna continue this combo. Yup. See that grab coming in. Beautiful stuff right here. Again, getting Joelman into the corner. Oh, tried to grab as well, but Joelman was ready, just jumping out. So here, getting Ruffian into the corner. Oh, the overhead chop. We love to see this. To the headbutt. Yup. Ooh, the EX headbutt, just ready for it. Into the command grab. Not enough to kill, but this is a lot of damage. Just one more hit is what Joelman needs. The Blanca Chan is out and activated. It did clip him when he did try to headbutt. Right here, just trying to do anything, and oh, they did trade. Joelman taking that round. Here we go, though. Joelman trying to get the pressure up, but it seems like Ruffian was able to get a hit. And he's going to continue keeping this pressure up. The level 1 does come out. Joelman does have stock as well. But the Blanca Chan is out clipping Joelman just like that. Getting that grab off. We do love to see it. Going to continue one with the overhead. Did not connect, but that grab will. Again, try to go for another one, but beautiful tech right there from Joelman. 100-hand slap. Tried the command grab, but Ruffian was ready for it. See this combo. Oh, did drop it. Beautiful stuff using that DI, and tried the butt slam, but Ruffian was ready, meeting him in the air and grabbing that round. Set point for Ruffian to reset it all. Beautiful stuff though. Continue this combo and did the headbutt into level 3, just cashing out early as much as he can, trying to get that life lead. Beautiful stuff right here. The X, but the reverse DI is gonna do wonders right here. And the level 2 is coming out. Not ready. Oh, did hit against the DI and got him out of it. It's looking a little scary right now. Oh, tried to grab, but is getting punished for trying that. Butt slam, try to go with the overhead. Oh, but that EX headbutt will do it. Joelman making it tied 2-2.
Just killing the momentum, begin shutting down all the offensive options, even popping that level 2. Joelman was ready with the OD headbutt to go ahead and get him off, but Ruffian starting out this last round here, or excuse me, the first round of the last game here, very strong.
Again, the pressure just does not stop, especially when you are Ruffian. You gotta try to reset it. Oh, but the DI was enough. Here we go though, just both of them playing really slow right now. Getting that charge up, yep, getting their stocks. Trying to walk him down right now. But Joelman tried to do the EX butt slam. Didn't connect, but oh my god, Ruffian was able to connect something. Getting a good amount of damage using that level 1. Not enough to kill though. Just one more interaction is what Ruffian needs. Just trying to rush him down. Oh, and the overhead chop. We love to see this.
Oh. There we go.
Yep, there we go. Looks like that. Oh, the DI did come out being stunned, getting the stock just like that. The EX, yup, we're gonna see this, and it's gonna hurt a lot using the level 1, and just like that, Jewel Man on set point.
Just completely flipping the script only the way that Jewel Man can, and Ruffian's gonna have to react fast if he wants to stop this freight train. A great opening there with the OD ball, but Jewel Man shutting it down early.
Definitely using that level 1 and being really patient right now. Putting the threat of the Blanca-chan out there, the good air-to-air. Trying to call him out, but couldn't. Good stuff, getting that grab. Putting him in the corner. The Blanca-chan is activated. You did get clipped by him as well. Good stuff right there. Try to go for the brag. Good tech. Oh, with the chop. Oh, the DI did come out, but Ruffian was ready for that. Getting a good amount of damage in, and just like that, Ruffian on set point to reset it all. Last game, last round. Will Ruffian be able to reset it? Beautiful stuff right here, though. Ruffian just getting a good amount of damage in. Going into the level 3 immediately, trying to cash out, trying to secure this reset as quick as possible. Here we go, though. Good tech right there from Jewel Man. Trying to keep the defense up. Oh, beautiful butt slam. Getting that grab, throwing Ruffian into the corner. It's going to continue just like that. Another grab. Let's see, no one. This pressure will continue. Able to get something just like that. Seems like, oh, wasn't enough to kill though. Oh, one with the side switch, and just like and just like that, Ruffian resetting the bracket.
Yeah, it's able to throw those short hops out and keep Jewel Man guessing, consistently just switching sides and keeping him on his back foot. And right when it looked like Jewel Man was going to steal that momentum, Ruffian just pretty much just went ape on him and was able to steal things out using that light kick off of the short hop. So it is back to a grand final reset. First to 3 is going to take it all. Challenger, I mean, I've been asking all night, how do you see things going? But at this point, it's just surprise after surprise.
All right. You know what? I'll throw one for a loop. We're going to see Jewel Man lock in and completely 3-0 Ruffian.
I mean, at the kind of player Jewel Man is and what we've seen from him, that is definitely not out of the question. But it seems like both players are queued up and are ready to go. It is the grand finals reset. First to 3 will do it. It's just action-packed, Challenger.
It does not stop around here. We gotta keep it going, and we love to see these players just keep being aggressive towards each other. But I will say though, you know, there's a question I always ask any of my co-commentators. Would you rather fight 2 alligators that can stand up or 2 pig-sized spiders?
I think I'd rather fight the alligators that can stand up. They got little arms, you know what I mean? I can feel like I could, you know, box them out a little bit, you know, throw some Mayweather jabs to keep them away from me. You know what I'm saying?
See, but they got the big mouths though. They have like the really gigantic mouths. You gotta remember that.
Yeah, you know, they got a big neck. I could put a rear naked choke on one of them. You know, I could pull a little Honda command grab and, you know, make them pay for it.
But here we go though. Onto the game. The 100 hand slap EX. There we go. Getting that command grab off. Beautiful stuff right here. But the Blanca ball will be enough to get him out of there. Again, the EX headbutt being enough. The Blanca ball, the EX Blanca ball. We're just letting everything rip around here. Beautiful stuff right here. Getting that perfect parry into the DI. Ooh, Ruffian was ready for it though. Braiding Jewel Man out. So this is going to be a little bit more terrifying than usual. I'm going to continue this pressure. Oh, beautifully just done. Ruffian taking that round. Here we go. The EX Blanca ball, making sure Jewel Man couldn't get the stock. Both try to grab. Gonna go with the grab. Gonna go for another one, but good tech right there from Jewel Man. Try to go for the low medium punch. Getting that chop. Gonna do some damage right here. Gonna be a lot. Yep, getting that stock as well. Into the command grab. Let me see this. Yep, into the level 2. This pressure is gonna continue into burnout. Tried the level 3, but couldn't connect it. Ruffian taking that point so far. 1-0.
Yeah, very tough there. That level 2 from Blanca-chan does start messing with his hitboxes a little bit, and that level 3 just went directly under. Let's see how Joeman reacts to that. We've seen him land those level 3s just on wake up and, you know, find success, so that might throw him off a little bit.
Most definitely. But again, Joeman is just keeping his pressure up, trying to make sure Ruffian couldn't get out of the corner, but he was able to. Trying to go with the butt slam. Just trying to hit buttons right now, trying to see what the other one is going to do. Stuff the Blanca-chan is out as well. And just like that, activated. You did get clipped as well. But Joeman just needs one more hit. Oh, and just like that, finding it by doing the headbutt. Joeman taking that round. Beautiful stuff right there. Using that EX headbutt. Yep. The Blanca-chan is out, but Joeman is trying to make sure he can't activate it. But it doesn't matter because he's in the corner now. Yep. Continuing his combo. Gonna make sure to burn out Joeman using that level 2. We're gonna see a lot of damage coming from this. Yeah, Blanca-chan is gonna be put down. Activated overhead into the grab. Again, this pressure is gonna keep going. The DI putting down the Blanca-chan. Gonna activate it. Gonna continue this combo, and just like that, it should. Oh, try to go for the reset. Ooh, and was able to secure it just like that. Beautiful stuff right here. Try to go for the grab, but again, Joeman is just ready for these now. He is ready to attack. Like that, he was able to get clipped by that. Good stuff right here from Joeman, going immediately into the level 3, trying to put down the drive gauge as much as possible. There we go. Trying to rush him down. Just immediately. Ruffian backing up a little bit. Trying to make sure, you know, he's going to attempt to make any mistakes from getting mad at him, just backing up. Good tech right there. One with the DI, but again, Ruffian is just ready for these. Immediately cashing everything he can just to get this damage in. Beautiful stuff right here. Into the level 2, yup. We're going to see it. Into the slide, and just like that, Ruffian making it 2-0 so far. Although the chop is gonna connect, getting Ruffian into the corner, the drive rush into the grab, another grab. Are we gonna see another one potentially? Nope, because the up ball EX is gonna be thrown out there. Beautiful stuff right here. You see, oh, trying to get the grab, but no punish for that whiffed grab. And just both of them trying really hard to open up each other. Try to go for the butt slam. Beautiful stuff right here, using the Blanca ball. The Blanca-chan is activated, but did go over Joeman. On the DI, will connect into the level 2. Not enough to kill, but it is close. Calling out the level 1, and just like that, Joeman taking that first round.
Yeah, it's just more of those hard reads we talked about. Joeman likes to force, and I went ahead and stole him the round there.
Most definitely. Again, the Blanca ball is being thrown out here, just like the EX headbutt, getting that stock. There we go. Try to go for the grab, but whiffed and is getting hit for his troubles. Again, with the stock, he did get another one. Oh, perfect parry. This is gonna hurt. EX ball, but you're getting hit again. You're getting punished for the mistake. Into the level 1. Yep, not enough to kill though. Just one more interaction, and that headbutt will be enough. Joeman staying alive and making it 1-2. We go though. Ruffian able to connect something. Get something started right here. Yep. Try to grab, but Joeman was ready and jump. Try to DI, but again, Ruffian is ready with his reactions. Beautiful stuff right there. Using that EX Blanca ball. Ooh, didn't answer that DI though. Was ready for that level 1 and punished him just like that. Trying to attack the drive gauge a lot and making sure that Ruffian is gonna be burnt out. Ooh, and went with the chopper just like that. Joeman taking that round. Beautiful stuff right here. Ruffian continue this combo. Make sure Joeman is in the corner, throwing out the Blanca-chan. Tried to grab and whiff. wasn't close enough to activate the Blanca shot. Went back and activated him. Using that slide. Yeah, we're going to continue this pressure. We love to see this around here. Beautiful stuff. The light kick. Yep, calling him out. Went with the grabbing. Got a perfect set point for Ruffian. With the headbutt. Really just trying to keep this pressure up. Not letting up for one single second. And Ruffian cashing out immediately. Making sure to get that life lead. It does not stop around here because the pressure will keep coming and coming. No call out on the anti-air there. Oh, good tech right there. Oh, the EX Blanca ball was there though. Tried to sideswipe and grab. Blanca is out. Just one more hit is what Ruffian needs is to win this. The headbutt does come out. Oh, and the command grab EX. Oh, and the 2 light kicks was enough. Ruffian winning it all and being your CFGC network champion.
Yeah, very, very tough too. Coming back from a reset, especially against a caliber of player like Joel, man. Just completely getting things cooking with the level 2 over and over. And that hop has just paid dividends the entire night. And I mean, it's just a convincing win in that after that reset, taking a 3-1 over Joel, man, looking very dominant those last couple of games there.
Most definitely. Just honestly putting in that work. It's such a big hill to climb, especially from loser's side. So it is cool to see Ruffian bring it back completely and just win it.
Yeah, especially going through the gauntlet as well, playing against Zombie and then Bareface, a new face, pun intended again, that we've seen out here with a very nice looking modern Ryu. And I mean, Ruffian just continues to put himself in first place over and over in different online brackets. I mean, this dude has claimed so many Matcherino pots. It's not even funny at this point, and just sticks another feather in his hat, taking CIFGC Network Clash 17 overall in the entire bracket. How you feeling, Challenger? Because that was action-packed the entire night.
It was action-packed. It was amazing. I'm happy. I feel like I saw some really good Street Fighter. I could sleep happy tonight.
Right on. And Street Fighter 6 is just a gift that keeps on giving. You know, as long as it's taken for that new DLC character, we continue to get these high-level matches in these online and offline brackets. So I want to remind you guys, you know, as the stream comes down to an end, if you have not yet used that Matcherino command down below, because those codes are still available to claim if you want to throw a little bit of extra money into the pot. Now, most of it going to the side of Rufrian MX. And if you enjoyed what you saw here tonight, make sure you hit that follow button to keep up with CIFGC and everything they have going on with Network Clash. Challenger, where can the folks at home find you if they want to keep up with you?
Man, follow the Twitter THChallenger33. That's really it for me.
And if you want to go ahead and hear me yap about bad Blanca matchups, follow me over on Twitter at NonFactorFGC. Shout out Team Lacquer and the likewise. But for Network Clash CIFGC, that is going to be it for the night. Appreciate those who followed along and watched the action with us the entire way through. Thanks to you, we can build a beautiful community and keep sick tournaments like these coming. Challenger, any closing thoughts on the way out?
Blanca up ball.
Hey man, if you didn't believe in it before, tonight is definitely a reason to believe in it going forward. And for me, Non-Factor on the other side, I always like to leave y'all with some words of wisdom. And I just want to tell you guys right now, if your mama's still alive, call her and tell her you love her. And that will be it for me closing out. If I get word from Mothership, we will be closing down stream just soon. And that's going to be it for us tonight. Thank you again for tuning into CIFGC Network Clash. We hope to see you again next time.
Yep. See you guys later.